Hello, everybody. Welcome. Actually, we can play one on the main before Jason's here. Probably get a dodge on the main. Seen a lot of things about these like challenger in-houses that are going on to some extent. I think we'll see where this goes. Basically, what that is, if you're not sure, and I might talk about it later on the stream, but it's basically like an invite-only Discord, I think, where a lot of high-level players play with each other and they sort of make their own teams. Hey, what's up, Zach? Good to see you, buddy. And that's what a lot of people are playing on these days. A lot of high-level people are playing on those in those kinds of situations where they're on comms. They know the people to some extent. They have a bit more agency over sort of who's on their team, who can participate in this. The rules of conduct are much stricter. Obviously, if you do any trolling or anything like that, you know, you're going to get kicked out of the server and you're not going to be able to play. Yeah, I think Amumu's okay now to some extent. But a byproduct of this is like nobody plays on the ladder now, hardly anybody. And so it's hard to get a sense of like what the meta is. Right, because I've been trying to look. I'm like, are there any like cool new builds? Yeah, I saw the hotfix. I think I talked about it on one of the streams, albeit briefly. But I mean, I think that's kind of the. I mean, if I was a player in Challenger, that's what I would want to play, for the most part, because it gets around so many problems. You don't have to wait for, you know, 30 minutes for a queue, and then you have to dodge because everybody gets auto-filled. Presumably, in those in-house matches, you know, they can make sure that everyone is on a relatively comfortable roll and that the teams are fairly evenly matched. I know, that's what I'm saying, Scott, is it's, yeah, nobody, like, who would want to play Challenger? Because the matchmaking system's so bad, and there's, like, so many possibilities of trolls because that community polices itself. If someone thinks you're trolling and they don't, or if they just don't want to play with you, if they don't like your play style or whatever, you can't play with them. So it is better practice for professionals, but also it's just probably higher quality games. It's just kind of people, the high elo players are finally just kind of taking matters into their own hands and just getting better games. It even has its own sort of elo bot, I think, in there to some extent. Although you don't really, when everybody kind of knows each other in there, you don't really need any kind of like elo or whatever matchmaking, probably. Because the elo is messed up anyways, it's skewed anyways, because like the best way to climb is one tricking, and that's your elo on that one trick. But if you don't get that one trick or you're off roll, that's not your elo. So you might be, you know, master level one trick master Yi or something, but if you get support, you're not a master level player anymore. Well, people play like they try to go up in Challenger for the prestige to some extent, right? You can say you're a Challenger and things like that, and that does help you out as a content creator, and presumably you're supposed to get higher level games. I mean, there's no rewards for playing in the Discord either, you know, if you want to take that line of argumentation. But people just want the higher quality games and better practice. Like, getting better at the game itself is its own reward. Especially for a lot of those players, because the reward is you get on an LCS team and get, you know, a 6-figure contract if you're good at the game. So, you know, there's not like a jacket, a Challenger jacket or anything, but, you know, there are definitely some perks. So hopefully Riot like talks with them and like they figure something out to where they can implement that into like some of the ideas they have into solo queue, like the community policing itself. Bring back the tribunal. Yeah, there's false positives or whatever. Oh, fucking hell. Nautilus Trist. We have Ezreal. Is this guy good at Ezreal? Of course not. He's auto-filled, as are like half the Ezreal players. I'm probably gonna dodge this.
Tempest is at your command.
Yeah, their team's just too strong, I think. Auto-filled ADC who doesn't work well with Janna. 14% Fizz middle against like a stacked like super team. Yeah, I guess the players are just basically taking matters into their own hands pretty much. I mean, it just maybe eventually they will, if they continue to build out that infrastructure, they can post up, like more people can post up replays and stuff like that from those in-houses. I know there are some, but I would like to see more, like just kind of know like what are the high-level players playing, you know, in terms of, you know, their builds and their champions and things like that. I mean, I can probably still find some from like Korea and stuff like that. But yeah, you can't just go to op.gg and look anymore because those are custom games and they don't get recorded on op.gg or any other type of website like that. So you got to dig a little harder to find builds and things like that. But But yeah, I mean that's the problem, especially in Challenger. I already see some of that in Diamond, right? And it just gets worse as you go up to Challenger. It's just you have to dodge so many games because it won't put people with their same roles. It's like how can like an amateur group of Discord people pretty much develop a system that can match make and get much higher quality games faster with like no budget just for fun in their spare time. But like Riot's, you know, multi-million-dollar algorithmic, you know, AI can't do that. I mean, part of it is that I presume you can also like reserve a time or something like that. Probably. I don't know exactly how it works, but you might be able to, you know, coordinate a time, kind of like Clash with your buddies or whatever, where you're all going to get on and try to make a team at the same time. It's not, I don't think it's the same as like pre-mades, like scrims, like pro teams together, but I don't know. Yeah, that's what they're doing, Jolty. They're playing custom games. I'm obviously not on that Discord, but yeah, that's what they're doing. Core JJ, I think, is the person who kind of pioneered this. And yeah, there's like a Discord with higher elo people. And yeah, I mean, it fixes all the problems with traditional Challenger, right? Or a lot of them, where you're going to have people that are, first of all, it's going to stop the toxicity and trolling to some extent, because if you do that kind of crap, you know, there is no gaming the system, there is no, like, whatever, like, hoping that Riot doesn't ban you or something, you will just be removed. And there, you know, so that removes all of the edge cases, right? It removes the Nubrak case, you know, or the Singe support case. If you try to do that garbage in those games, you're just not going to get invited back, right? And they're not going to sit there and lawyer it and think about, well, is this technically playing support? He queued for support, but he roamed middle the whole game, or like, you know, well, he's playing Janna with Hail of Blades. He's trying his hardest to win, but, you know, there's none of that kind of lawyering crap. If you're not playing the game in a respectful way to try to win the game for your teammates, then you're just not going to get invited back. So it fixes a lot of that stuff. And then it's like, does it enforce a certain level of meta or whatever? Yeah, it does, but that's what everyone's opting into when they're playing in that community. So that's number one, is it makes sure that everyone is committed to winning and being competitive and trying to become better players rather than memers or, you know, clout chasing or trolling or any of that stuff. So it fixes that, and then you can make sure that everyone, you know, once you get the teams matched up, that most people feel comfortable with the role they're on, right? So you're not going to have auto-filled. Everyone may not be able to get 100% their favorite role depending on who's on for the in-house, but you can negotiate that, right? You can say, okay, you guys will have an auto-filled top laner. We can also have an auto-filled top laner. That'll make it fair, stuff like that, right? So you can have a negotiation with the other team to where you're trying to get to an even match. And you don't have to worry about, like, your MMR or anything. You're just trying to look for good matches, and you're just trying to get better as a player. So you can actually have a conversation, and as a human, rather than an AI, you can matchmake for yourself something that's going to be fair and even for both sides.
My genius will be understood.
So it's better matchmaking. It's a more efficient use of your times. You don't have to go through, you know, 30 minutes of dodging and queuing. It's going to be higher quality games. So, I mean, I totally understand why they're doing it. I just want access to see the builds they're playing and stuff, but I guess I'll just have to go through some replays and things like that. You can even have people, I saw one where Dom was, Dom was coaching, so you can even have like some people that are aspiring coaches get in there and observe the games and kind of coach and walk through pick ban and stuff like that, like you can't do in solo queue. So it's pretty good for like coaching infrastructure. Like Dom's not officially, I will dominate for those of you that don't know his sort of nickname. He's not an official coach anywhere, but I assume he's aspiring to be some kind of coach, so he can get some practice doing that too. So overall, I mean, I think it's really good for the game, and I hope Riot kind of takes notes and implements stuff like that into the game itself. Anyways, okay, let me get some of the chat. Can you help me understand what's going on with my MMR? I went from gold 4 after placements to gold 1, skipped 2 divisions twice, and only lost 4 LP for a loss. It just sounds like a new account. I don't know what you mean from gold 4 to gold 1 after placements. If it's a new account, you start at like bronze 2 for placements. I mean, it's trying, if you have a huge win streak, I think they wanted people to start higher. Okay, I'll have to look that up then, Challenger Replays channel, because I'm trying to watch more Challenger games. There are several websites that do that kind of thing, but I'm trying to watch some more Challenger games, so I'm like taking a shower or eating or whatever and trying to pick up on some stuff. What do you mean? No, they can just make new accounts and it encourages them to do it more often? Are you talking about, what do you mean no? Are you talking about the challengers, or are you talking about what Cloud Chapters was saying? I mean, I don't know. I mean, that could be interesting, sort of what Jolty's saying. If you have 2 captains, I don't know. I think that's too complicated for matchmaking, because that assumes competence on the part, like you have to know the people that are on your team. Oh, he wants Jin. Okay, I guess I'll just ban a Kali.
Good to know.
Like, it works in Challenger, I think, because all of them know each other. Like, they're getting opted into the Discord. To have Jin.
In carnage, I bloom like a flower in the dawn.
Okay, so you just did your placements. You were P4, you got G4. Okay, that means your MMR is going to be extremely high because you dropped 5 divisions basically off of your placements. So like the placements don't change your hidden MMR, it just changes your LP. I guess I mean, what they need to do, and I've said this over and over again, is just show the enemy stuff. Like, they're not going to do that, but that's what this system is coming down to as well. One-tricks get hard punished in that Discord system. You can't be a one-trick because they're going to know who you are, and they're going to ban you out. It encourages people to become, like, better players overall. And, like, just aspiring professionals is just better. But that's what they need to do in solo queue. Is show enemy nameplates in Champ Select so that people can look them up on Porofessor, and then that takes away the most egregious cases, right? Where you have a one-trick top lane against an auto-filled top lane, and the game's almost over once you get to Diamond Plus. If you have 2 of those situations, 2 off-rolled people against 2 specialists that are on their one-trick, it's over. So I mean, that's step 1 that they need to do, but they're not going to do that because they don't want to, you know, discourage people from playing their favorite champion, which I understand that, but it creates uncompetitive games, but it allows people to play the stuff they want to play. But that's a huge problem. It's just autofills and one-tricks. The further and further up the ladder you go, the bigger that problem is. Been experimenting with that rune some more. God, Tristana's... I don't know if I'm supposed to dodge this. Maybe I'm supposed to dodge this too. I didn't look it up. The Ezreal middle has me a bit worried. Nah, I don't play Leona though, man. I don't think Leona would be that good. Lulu is very, very good into Leona later on in the game. They have so much CC and disengage. Like, if I go in on this Trist and she jumps backwards and then I just get, like, locked up. Hey, thanks, Luke. I appreciate it. That helps out a ton. See my opinion on Nisa's solo queue fixes video. Is that a new thing? Or can you, like, hit the highlights for me and I can tell you what I think about it? I mean, Riot could display mastery stats, but just show the name of the person. That's all they gotta do. Yeah, but it comes down to people don't know what's best for them. Like, that's a huge part of it. Sort of what Zen is saying. It all comes down to customers because people want to be able to play their favorite champs, but they also get tired of having severely, like, lopsided matchmaking, right? So you can't have both. Like, you can't allow people to one trick and not be able to, and like have autofill in the game, and not expect lopsided matches, and then you're just going to get a lot of dodges, which is where we are right now. So, you know, they don't want to completely guarantee everybody their role because they're afraid that it will take too long. Like, the queues will take too long, but de facto, once you start to get to Diamond, they do take a long time because you're going to sit through 3 or 4 dodges anyways before you get a game, and it still probably is going to be mismatched, so why not just make the queue timer just, you know, 10 minutes and give everyone their role?
Minions have spawned.
Do I think new Death Stance is bad? I think it's very situational. Against a heavy AD team, sometimes. But yeah, it's very niche. I don't think a lot of people are getting it. I think it's very good in certain situations. It doesn't have, like, proper lifesteal on it, but if you get kills, you get a lot of extra health. So if you take like 1,000, if it like redirects 1,000 damage, if you have 3,000 health and you get, you know, hit by a ton of stuff as Darius, for example, and then you get a kill, it could cleanse, you know, that 1,000 delayed damage, which is a massive amount of, you know, lifesteal in quotes. And it heals back, I think, 10% of your max HP. So it's not good for like light trades, but it's very good for all ends against physical damage dealers. So if they have like 3 or 4 physical damage dealers, then it could be good. Join the Discord. Yeah, the Discord, honestly, I think is kind of dead. I don't know. I haven't been on there in a while. There might still be people that are doing stuff on there. Maybe over winter break, I can figure out some more stuff to do with the Discord. I was really concerned about this Ezreal middle. I don't know, maybe I should have dodged it. Okay, there goes the bomb. I think the Collector is very good on very specific champions. They're not gonna remove it. They're never gonna, or it's gonna be extremely rare for them to ever just flat out remove an item. It would have to be something that does something that's completely different from other stuff. It has a mechanic like ZZ Rock Portal or something like that, Banner Command. So they're not, they might nerf it, but they're not gonna remove it. I think that it's a problematic item on several champions. So I think they might lower the AD on it by like 5 or 10 or something like that, maybe. That would be the first thing they would do. Like, removing an item is very dramatic. Like, they'll just nerf it until it's like no longer a staple item. So, and the easiest thing to nerf off of that item is AD. So they would just like nerf 5 or 10 AD off of it. I don't know. I'll have to look at it and see. We're gonna get outscaled here probably. This is kind of a tough matchup. Yeah, I mean, I think that I think Jen needs to be nerfed. I think Misfortune needs to be nerfed. Those are probably the two biggest offenders. And Samira probably nerfed again. Maybe. It depends so much. 1 to 2 viewer. I'm always adapting and changing different builds. Wait, what? What's go? Why is he there? I'm so confused why he's there. Was he just trying to take wolves or something? Well, Tristana does a lot of damage in the early game. Yeah, Kale's still too good. That was a kind of a joke nerf on her. What's your take on Triss? I think Triss is really good if you get the right build on her, which is Hail of Blades into Kraken into Stormrazor. Because the triple hit off of Hail allows you to trigger your bomb really fast and you get the Kraken pop. So Hail of Blades is very good with Kraken and it's very good with Triss Bomb. So that's kind of like, that's the secondary meta. Like the primary meta is Eclipse into Collector. I mean, this game's just over. Like this Shaker, I don't know what's going on. We're just getting like obliterated. So yeah, so if Jhin and Misfortune, if the Collector people get nerfed, then Tristana will be kind of top of the roost. But she's already pretty good. And this Kha'Zix is just running all over us. Just throw up the surrender. Let's throw it up, boys. I want to Spell Thief so I could trade more aggressively. It just kind of depends on if I think it's going to be a farm off lane or not. I thought because we had a Jhin, we'd be able to, you know, be a bit more aggressive, but...
My cloak is woven from the whispers of star fields, the secrets of the galaxies.
No, I mean, the rationale is what I said. Like, there's always a different rationale. It's just Rakan is one of the most diverse champs in the whole game. Like, the rationale is that I wanted more mana regen for trading earlier on. So I figured we could bully Triss because she's short range. But Jhin just, like, doesn't step up to the wave. Like, I landed W's on Triss or Lulu probably 2 or 3 times, and all he did was, you know, hit with a long range W, which is better than nothing, but it's just not as aggressive as I thought the lane was going to be. So yeah, I mean, if you're not sure, then Relic Shield is good. But I thought we'd be more aggressive. I mean, this guy was like hovering Jhin, asking for Jhin. Yeah, he's probably just dead right here. Yeah. Rakan, why are you warding? I just need to back. I have to like back ping like 8 times until they actually back when I go to ward.
Self-control is for star nerds. I choose for fun.
Now he's asking for Shaco to come down here. I mean, yeah, Shaco's not having a good game, but that was 100% you, Jhin.
I'm way more fun now.
100% you, buddy. The thing is, he's not even going to acknowledge that. He's not going to say, oh, my bad, I should not have pushed up without vision. You were getting me vision, so we could push up, and I died. I didn't realize Tristana was ahead and has a W button. No, dude, why? Don't go up that far, man. No, back the f up. I'm just gonna mute him. It's like, dude, you effed up the lane. We don't get to go up and be aggressive anymore. Like, they're standing under their tower. What are you hoping to accomplish? Shaco's sitting in this bush waiting to gank. I need my shield. Dude, you don't have any mana, man. Like, I'm gonna get one shot. Yeah. We barely won that with Shaco. Hey, what's up, Daniel? We're doing alright. Just getting smoked this game, you know, 1 and 12, but other than that, just fine and dandy. Can I even roam on middle? God, Ezreal's 0 and 4. I should have dodged the Ezreal. Like, I've seen some good mid Ezreals, but And I was like, Lissandra should be a pretty easy matchup pre-6, but
Whoa! I saw stars for a second. Some dark, evil stars.
why don't you commit to him? I'm there, dude. He could have baited him. Why is he even running into the river? We don't have vision, like... Yeah, I was about to say Kha'Zix could easily be there. I guess I'm going with City. I've been trying more of like the Mobies, but there's no point because I can't roam. I don't know how we win this game, honestly. I don't know what I was thinking, like not dodging this. It's like, okay, Renekton's very early game. Jax is going to destroy him late. So we lose the split push late game. Shaco can be good, but I don't fully understand it, but Shaco has been like really bad in the preseason. Just the item, I think it's the Tiamat nerf. But he usually does go AP also, so I'm not really sure, but Shaco's just been a dumpster fire in the preseason as far as I know, win rate wise. It's like Ezreal could in theory be good, but he's extremely hard to play correctly, and Lissandra has much easier execution. Like Lissandra, you know, even if she falls behind, can just press R in a team fight. And Jhin is a super strong ADC right now, but so is Trist, so it's like, and Lulu outscales me. If Triss just gets to sit there and fire, Triss, you know, Triss Lulu's gonna outscale us. If we get jumped on right now, we're dead. I don't have ult. So I'm not really sure what I was thinking. Ezreal can't do anything early. Like, our team column just doesn't match, right? Like, we have some early game champs like Renekton, but we also have some champs that don't do anything for the first 20 minutes like Ezreal, so... Kha'Zix is probably here, man. And this Kha'Zix is just running all over us. Okay, he's top. I mean, they might be able to beat us just straight up, though, too. I don't know. Well, there's his 4th shot. Gotta wait on that. Holy shit. What? Oh, the Lulu just killed me.
An ally has been slain.
Yeah, let's pack it up.
Your turret has been destroyed.
How the f... She crit and Kraken proc me on the same time because I literally pressed R right when I woke up out of polymorph. I guess it didn't go off, but I knocked her up, and then I was pressing, I was just like spamming R to ult as soon as I woke up because she was knocked up, and it felt like as soon as she landed, she got off like one auto attack and an ult before I pressed R, and that just like killed me. It did like half my health. So I guess it was a crit plus so she has a 20% chance to crit plus a Kraken proc. Or something like that. I don't know, I got deleted though. Makes me want to play like a Lulu game, but then I know as soon as I do, like, it's just not gonna work out. But I don't know, maybe it could. God, it's taking him so long to clear this. What the fuck? He's level 8! How is it taking like 10 seconds to clear Raptors at level 8? They have so much CC. What? Who pressed no? Like, How do we win this? That really doesn't see it? Are you fucking kidding me? How does that not see that?
Good guys. Just checking.
I think honestly it didn't matter which support I played this game. This game is just doomed. I didn't do my research on these people, so.
An ally has been slain.
Old Prof would never surrender. Yes, I would. 4 and 23, absolutely I would. I've never been a no surrender guy. I'm a I think people surrender too much kind of guy, but I'm not a, you know, I want to hold the queue hostage and waste time when there's just absolutely no way in hell we win. Like, we have no win con. Like, our only win con is like 3 of them DC. Like, literally, that's it. Like, what's the point in no surrender? You know what I mean? Like, you might be able to get, like, a very edge case of, like... I mean, I'm serious. We have less than a 5% chance to win this game. Because they outscale us, and they outskill us. So it's like, what's the point in wasting time, you know? If anything, it could just, like, hurt your mental a little bit more. Aside from it just being a waste of time, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I think that people surrender too much. Too early, like, you know, if it's just like first blood on your team in under 5 minutes or something, it's like, yeah, that lowers your win rate, but you could still come back from that. Or if you have, you know, a certain kind of team comp, you know, you can not surrender, right? So if we had like Kale, Rise, Vayne, or something like that, and we're down a little bit, you know, maybe we could try to play it out, but like, let's play it out, or maybe, yeah, I mean, within reason, man. Like, I've never ever, like, I've surrendered games in the past. I'll guarantee you I surrendered games in Season 7 or Season 8. I just think people do it too much. But I've never been like, hey, let's waste the time of these other 3 people in this game and my time in a game like this. You know what I mean? Like, I understand what you're saying, but like, this is a waste of, like, this is a waste of time. Like, there are some games that are like that. Like, I've not surrendered 4v5s before and won when other people wanted to surrender. So yes, sometimes I don't want to surrender when other people do, if there's a reasonable path to victory. But we are so far gone. Like, I'm serious. It's less than a 5% chance, man. Like, if I think we have like a 15% chance, 20% chance, or something like that, maybe. But like, we have nothing on our team outscales anything on their team at literally any position in the game. So it's not that I ever took like a moral stance on don't surrender. You know what I mean? It's not like I was doing it as like a statement, like never surrender, you know. It was because I logically thought that we had chances in those games where I didn't surrender. This is not a chance at a certain point. When we were down 0-5, maybe, but when it's like 4-27 or something, you know, so on and so forth. It's just kind of a waste, in my opinion. But oh, I've surrendered when I'm Zyro before. So yeah, I don't think I've ever changed my position on that. It's just a judgment call. But I think people do cry too much. Does League feel more miserable? No, it's basically the same, man. Like, we've had games like that back in Season 1, you know, where it's like 4-23. It's just a fail. Like, everybody was probably playing champs that they don't understand. And it was just a garbage team comp. I should have dodged it. We had a very slim, like, path to victory in the game overall. Pretty much all paths to victory, Ezreal had to be really good. And that's not a good. It's not a good bet. Has a history of balancing issues. So all the I don't think they have a history of balancing issues. I mean, I think that the game's fine. I think that it has been fine. The only thing that I think that they made a mistake with was forcing everybody to flex queue in Season 6, where you could not. There was no solo queue. I think that was the only thing that was a big sort of structural mistake that they made, and they reversed that. So I don't think it's. I think it's fine. There are some statistical outliers, but they are fixing those relatively quickly. You know, it's just a big shakeup. It was the same thing with runes. Everyone's complaining about the new rune system and all that stuff, and they wanted the old runes. You know, anytime you do a big system change like that, it's going to be a big shakeup. But the rune change was a really good move in the long term. I mean, part of that was that structurally paying, you know, 150 to 200,000 blue essence for all of your rune pages and all of your runes and all that stuff is worse. But I mean, it's not even been a month yet. It's been like 20 days worth of balancing, so they're working on it. I do think that for enchanters, you know, the itemization is worse for sure. It does feel bad, but you know, they know that, and they said they're going to fix that in the next patch. They said they wanted to buff enchanters. If they just bring the mythic items down to like 2,500 and give ability haste on the forbidden idol items, it'll be a lot better. Well, we'll see. They might nerf him again. What are their win rates looking like? Yeah. Yeah, I could see him nerfing bombies. I think they should nerf the wave clear on it. Take away the bonus damage to minions and monsters. Like, I think the raw damage on it is probably okay, but they just wave clear too fast and have too much sort of guaranteed power because most of them are pretty low, like, skill cap champs. So it's really hard to mess them up. So it's just like a stat check a lot of times when you run into tanks. Yeah, I think having Athenes as a mythic would have been nice. I mean, I could see the aesthetic argument, I guess, about the icons. I really don't care that much how the icons look. Poppy, S tier, S minus, I guess. Yeah, I feel like that's stretching it a little bit. So yeah, I think they should nerf the wave clear probably on the bombies stuff. The tanks, yeah, the tanks are still a little too dominant. Well, I mean, if you win on other roles, you can win on other roles. You can definitely win as support, though. I mean, I've gotten a diamond as just playing support. they didn't have that fizz. Try out Zyra anyways.
Feel the thorns embrace.
Really hope Fizz doesn't take over, but having a bigger AP threat is probably a good idea. I'm just trying to like hard win this lane. Yeah, you can always climb a support, man. I mean, the number one person on EU West was a support player, and the number one person in North America is a support player right now. Now, that doesn't mean that, like, support's OP or support's the best, but, yeah, it's like literally the number one person on both servers is support. So I don't know. You can do it. You just like it's the path to victory is a lot less clear as support. It's a lot of stuff that's very difficult to quantify. It's just decisions you have to make about vision and about roaming because you can't do it by just generating a lot of gold. It depends. I picked Zarya there because I just wanted to be able to win that lane. With Jhin. Well, it's not that I don't feel like pushing to D3. Like, I could put 10,000 games in Diamond and not, like, get to D3. You know what I mean? Like, it's not really a sentiment. It's just, like, I tried to play a Diamond game earlier. And I guess I could try another one, but I had to dodge. It's like you have to dodge, like, 50 games in Diamond. Like, and a lot of it comes down to which team has more autofills than not. It's just really annoying. I've been D3 before.
My genius will be understood eventually.
I should have dodged that last game, too. How many dodges have we had, though? So I dodged one, and I think we've had 3 or 4 lobbies dodged so far. I can't remember exactly how many lobbies we've had dodged. I guess it's Rakan into Zed. I could try something like Lulu out, but... maybe Janna. I'll do Rakan.
Let's dance.
I just don't know what else they're gonna pick. I mean, Zyra is really bad if you don't completely annihilate the laning phase. I don't know about this ability haste. Like, I'm thinking about taking ability haste over the AP, but I think the AP might just be better, especially in the early game. Wait, are they switching? He's mid Fiora. Well, against Zed, maybe it's like, but that's just dumb because Fiora needs run space, right? Like, she needs to be able to chase people down to proc all of her stuff. It's just ignorant. He doesn't even play Fiora that much. And it's just a really ignorant thing to say when, like, Akali's offering you to switch so you can go top. I mean, I guess maybe she doesn't like the matchup into Jace. Jace is going to annihilate Akali top, by the way, unless this guy's a badass, which he's not. Set seems extremely underpowered right now, in my experience. This guy's YOLO Q Set. This guy's 38% Samira. Who's their jungler? Fiddle? I just dodged this. Our team comp in and of itself is not terrible. It's just like nobody plays these champions. Like they're not. It's not a great team comp, but it's like 40%, 45%, 38%, and then this guy is like second time playing Set jungle. Okay, well, we can try the diamond account again. We can just rotate back and forth. Just take a dodge on each account. And then by the time we get through the champ select again, the dodge timer will be up. It's 5-head. I mean, that was actually literally the reason why I started making this Smurf in the first place was... having some, like, just having other accounts I can play on while I dodge so many games. So yeah, I mean, I would love to go to D3. I would love to go to Masters, but it's not really like a sentiment of whether I want to do it or not. It's whether I'm good enough to carry a bunch of bad stuff going on. And sometimes I have moments where I can. Like early on in Season 10, in certain metas, I got up to D3 50%, and I had like a 70% win rate on Rakan. He was very good in that meta, but he wasn't picked or banned that much. And he's in a pretty bad place as far as like overall win rate goes. I still like have a decent win rate with him, but a lot of the supports aren't really in a great spot right now, other than like Janna has a high win rate, but you know, very, very few even have higher than a 52%. So Leona's like 52, Nami's 52, Zyra's 52. So a lot of them are kind of trending down and going near like the 51 to 50 range. Which, to be fair, is what they should be aiming for all roles, that, you know, you should have 50% type of stuff. But it doesn't feel like there's that many, like, really OP champs. Like, Braum, for some reason, is up a few percentage points. He's at 50. Yumi's at 50. So they've pulled up some of historically the lowest supports to 50. So that's good. That's a positive spin on the story. But some of the other supports... have fallen down a little bit. Rakan's back to like 49, which is not like terrible. His average over the past few years is probably 49 or 50. Karma's still really low, which is kind of weird. Tom Kench is still in the gutter. You got the Twitch support down here, 42%, keeping it real. But yeah, I mean, most mainstream supports are somewhere between 48 and 50% or 52%, which is, you know, that's where it should be. That's what balanced is 50%, you know. You just don't have any outliers, really, other than Janna. Whereas other roles still have, like, big outliers, especially big tanks and other roles. Right, so you've got, in top lane, you've got Shen's, like, almost 55 still. Malphite's 54. Kale's 54, even Silence 53, Maokai's 53. So there's a lot of stuff that's like pretty high in the top lane that are tanks. And then you have stuff that's like really low also. Like Yasuo's like 44, Irelia's 45. Gangplank's 45. So, you know, they're still trying to balance around the tanks. I think they probably will nerf him again. In the jungle, Kayn is like the DPS hero here. But I mean, let's be honest. It's usually Red Kayn, and he's usually a glorified tank, right? The tank that just happens to do a lot of damage. He hasn't bought, like, if you nerf all the tanks, you have to nerf Kayn. Because they're like some of the only stuff, and Kha'Zix. Tanks are the only things that are like holding them down. So you gotta be kind of careful. You can see winning percentage versus certain champs if you click on the champ. Oh, and champ select? Hold on, I'll have to think about that.
My genius will be understood.
Percentage versus a certain matchup. Well, in my opinion, there's really no point in showing champ select, like the names, if you're not like gonna be able to see it in for pick and ban. Like that's the only time it would really matter.
The Tempest is at your command.
Right, because like the whole point to showing the enemy stuff is so you can ban out, you know, some of their strong picks, right? Particularly, and the main reason for that is to balance out if you have an auto-filled person on your team. So you have an auto-filled top Malphite who usually plays ADC. You want to make sure he's not going to get run over by that 2,000 game Fiora one trick that has a 55% win rate. Like that's the main reason to show nameplates on the enemy team, is to help balance out those, you know, extreme situations where you have one trick into autofill. That's what I think. Other than that, like, I feel like there's not a great, like, point in showing, if that's what you're asking. I'm not sure if that's what you're saying. I mean, just show their name, and then you can go look them up and look up their win percentages versus certain matchups if you want to do that on, like, Professor or whatever, but, anyways, let me look this stuff up. But they're not going to do that because that would hurt one tricks a lot, and people like the idea of one tricking. And really, it's not that much of an issue, and like for the vast majority of players, like gold and lower, it is still a problem if you run into one tricks versus autofilled, but it gets like, people will make enough like macro mistakes and stuff like that to, you can get back in the game. But like in Diamond Plus, even starting to get into Platinum, it's a problem. This guy's 43%. Like, ultra off-meta jungler right now. This guy never plays top. Our mid laner's an auto-filled support. 42% win rate Twitch. Okay. Versus, like, pretty meta strong picks. Your own allies. Oh, well, I mean, you can already see that, though. Oh, you're saying, like, what are their win... So, instead of, like... So, Professor would show you their win up... Their... How much they win into certain matchups. I mean, if you dig a little deeper, I think you could find that information. But, yeah, maybe they could make that more accessible. But they're not, they're too high though, Sammy. It's too high. I mean, everything else, I guess, is like floating at like 52%, and there are so many tanks that are so much stronger. But they haven't been that bad for that many seasons. In all honesty, if we go back and look, you know, who were the best supports for last year and the year before that and the year before that? You know, for the last, like, 2 years, it's been Leona, Nautilus, basically, have been the best supports. Like, Janna has come up some, but by and large, it was pick, ban, Nautilus, and Leona all the time. And then, I mean, if you're thinking about pro, it was Tom and Braum for, like, 3 years straight or something. Like, Janna's always had a pretty decent win rate, but AP supports are almost never mainstream. And enchanters were strong, but we really haven't had like a super hardcore enchanter meta for a long time. Soraka was pretty good there for a while, like early in season 10, but like support tanks are always good. And then Shen was like really good for almost all of last season. Maokai's like low-key, like pretty much always good in the top lane. In the jungle, I'm trying to think what I mean, jungle they were a little weaker, although I would say Nunu was like the highest win rate jungler for a long time, and that's what Pantsar Dragon got to #1 on the ladder with, was Nunu. And Nunu had a 54-55% win rate for pretty much all of last season. So there were select tanks that were very good. Preseason, which doesn't actually count for ranked placements. It does, though, Eduardo. It does. There's a lot of misinformation about the preseason. Basically, like, what they check at the they check your rating at the very end of preseason to help decide where you get placed at the start of the new season. So if you ended season 10 in gold 4, right, but then you goof around in the preseason, and by the time January 8th rolls around, or whenever the new season's going to start, and you've fallen in the preseason to silver 4, you're going to be placed as though you're silver 4. That cutoff for season 10 or whatever is basically just for rewards. That's the only thing that matters between the main season and the preseason, is the rewards. Like, you get the cutoff for the skins. It's like a little checkpoint to see if you get skins or not. Other than that, it's the exact same thing. It's still, you're getting match-made games, your elo is moving around, and then you get that snapshot at the very end of the preseason. You have a snapshot that partially determines where you get placed. You do 5 placement games, which honestly I don't think matter that much if you already have an account. So if you played in season 10, like, and in the preseason, then the placement games really aren't going to matter that much. A little bit, but but I mean, the long and short of it is, it does affect, like, games right now affect where you get placed just as much as games in October or early November. They count the exact same amount. Yeah, no problem. But yeah, that's a lot of misinformation out there. A lot of people say preseason doesn't matter. It's like, well, like, there's not a reward checkpoint, but it does impact where you're going to get placed. It's just chatting stream, probably. I mean, let's be honest. That one game that I played where it was like 4-23 was pretty much a just chatting game. Jesus Christ. This guy says, I don't jungle. Can I mid? Oh, okay.
Let's dance.
Their team's just too good, man. This guy's like first time Diana. Jesus Christ. Alright, we might have to play this one or we're gonna get a 30-minute win. If we take like 4 dodges in a row or something, or 3 dodges in a row, I think it'll give us a 30-minute lockout. I mean, hell, if we get a 30-minute lockout, I guess I can try to play Rel on the PBE or something. I mean, these games, like, they're so bad. If it's like 40 to 60, I'll probably take it. But these games are so bad. It's like every time it's been 2 autofill. Like, the only person who's on their main champ is this 39% Scion, which I would even play that if everyone else was playing their main champ. Like, if this guy was playing Kha'Zix and she was playing Orianna and this dude's playing Ezreal or something, then I might actually play that. Even, and the enemy team every single game has had like a really badass team, like a very, very good team comp. But it's like, no, all of these people are either first timing champs or playing stuff they're not good on, and the only like reliable person we have is this Scion, who's 40% Scion. The Kayn was like okay, but it was just like, I don't know. Their team was just so good. So I hate dodging, man, but like we've had to dodge like 3 or 4 times this stream, and then I think the enemy has dodged us 4 or 5 times. But hopefully this is a good one. Just we just keep getting like, you know, 2-7 offsuit poker hands here. Fold, 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 fold. It's like, I'll play with a 9-10 offsuit at this point. Let's just do it. Makes me want to play some poker. One of my buddies, they hosted a poker game recently, but, you know, I don't know how many people are going to be there, and everyone's just going to be hanging out, you know, during the middle of a pandemic with no masks, sitting in this, like, closed room, probably everybody smoking, you know, for, like, 3 or 4 hours to play poker. And I love hanging out with those guys, but it just it seems like a bad idea. Which sucks, man. 2020, dude, the pandemic's just bad. I'll be glad when it's all over. I'm sure many of you will too. Where I can actually go out and do stuff with people without risking my health or my family's health. I did go out for Thanksgiving to my uncle's, where it was just my uncle's family and just my family. We were the only like groups of people that were there, and we all hung out outside, you know, and tried to stay a reasonable level apart. I mean, that didn't happen. I mean, my daughter was running around like hugging everybody and stuff, so, you know, we're doing what we can to have like some measure of safety. But okay, please, can we just have like just one auto-filled person that like just plays a tank or something, and that's it? Just auto-filled top that plays Maokai or Malphite or something. God. The 46% win rate, Teemo. Mid's auto-filled. Graves is pretty good. I guess it's all diamonds. That's good. I'm trying to find something positive.
My genius will be understood eventually.
Well, there goes that. Who the hell bans Graves? Come on, man. Please. Yeah, but I miss, like, going to parks. I'm sure everybody does. And my daughter, and then going and hanging out with friends. And, you know, things. I'm thinking of just going out with my daughter. Dude, no one's going to pick Gragas, man. Oh, dude, why? Why? Dude, you're 13%? Like, what the fuck is wrong with people, man? I'm so tired of dodging. Why? It's like every champion here that you play is over 50% except for Set. And he's off meta, like, blind pick, mid lane. I gotta play Recon because we have no engage.
Let's dance.
I feel you, OG, man. It sucks. Yeah, especially, honestly, for people in school, like seniors, particularly, it's really bad. Well, it's another dodge. Yeah, I agree, too, man. That sucks. It is a lot worse for the kids, man. Honestly, like the high school people, especially high school seniors and college seniors. Can we win this? Why Teemo and Set though, dude? With no teleports. I just ended up shaving off the beard. Oh, fuck. Really? Dude, this is like a freaking... This stream is like a meme, dude. It's like every time they have like a Grand Slam team just about, and we got a bunch of like auto-filled trolls. I guess they're not auto-filled, all of them, but... I can't. I really, really want to, but it's so bad. It's so bad. I can't, man. It's gonna be a loss. I really don't want to get demoted. Like, it's just not even close. Like, I'm serious. We already played one. It was like a just play it kind of game, and it was 4-23. Have no tanks, no teleports, and they like outscale us by 1 billion. Like, what the hell is Set gonna do mid lane? It's just, there's no way. We might be locked for 30, so we might be playing a PvE game, and I'll play the PvE game no matter what, and we can, you know, have a 4-23 game on the PvE. But yeah, we're locked for 30 on that one. Are we locked for? I think we're locked for at least 5 on the main. Jesus Christ. It's 4 dodges in a row. Okay, we'll see if we can get Rel. It was something like that. I don't remember the exact score, but it was an absolute massacre. Like, every single lane got annihilated. It was like Ezreal middle, Renekton top. Our bot lane seemed okay, but like the gen was like super passive. It was just, it was a train wreck, man. I don't know. Well, I'm not like that mentally distressed. I'm not happy. I hate dodging for like just as much as you guys do. It's not like I love dodging. There is a new Recon skin. I'll play something that's kind of for fun or whatever. If I don't get Ro. Not like really off meta. I mean, maybe I could try Thresh or something out. I don't know. Well, if it was, like I said, if it was one person that was off meta or whatever, I mean, I have to be careful with the term troll because I don't think they were literally trolling. Like, they weren't trying to sabotage the game. They were just playing off meta, like, weak champions that they have a bad win percentage on. But there was just too much of that. It was like 2 or 3 every lobby. And the enemy team, if the enemy team had some weird crap going on their team too, I would be like, okay, like, you know, maybe we can do this, right? If they had, like, I don't know, Tompkins jungle or, you know, top lane Sona or something like that, it's like, all right, you know. And I get baited into those games too, where I'll see an enemy team that looks kind of bad, and my team will look bad, and I'll be like, all right, you know, this will be equally bad. But then it feels like 80% of the time, the enemy team just happens to be people that one-trick really weird stuff and have a high win rate. Pin the tail on the donkey. I don't know what that pick is. So it was just unfortunate. It was like every time they had like four out of the 5 picks on their team are like primetime picks. Like tier 1 or at least tier 2 picks, and then we just constantly just had really weak picks across the board and weak win rates. I mean, if someone like plays an off meta pick and they have a high win rate on it, it's like, all right, you know, like Teemo, I don't guess is super off meta, but I think he's a pretty weak pick overall. But if that Teemo had like a 65% win rate or something, and if that set was like a set one trick mid lane and had like a 60% win rate, I'd be like, all right, you know, maybe we can take a look at this. But it's like 17% win rate set middle, and Teemo's like 46% win rate. Teemo one trick, like plays it every game and has a 46% win rate after 50 games. Into like arguably the best top laner, or certainly top 5 with Kayle right now. There's no prayer. And that's the thing, is they always had way better scaling too. Like each one of those dodges, I feel like they had better scaling. So it's like, if we don't close the game in 20 to 25 minutes, Kayle's just gonna run away with it. I don't know, it's unfortunate. So I'm sorry if people don't like dodging. Like I said, I don't either. But there just wasn't even close on a lot of those dodges. If it's a 30-minute dodge, usually if it's like anywhere close, I'll try it. But we literally had to lock out both accounts for 30 minutes from 4 consecutive dodges. We need a 3rd account. We gotta get a 3rd account, boys and girls. Not enough dodges. Okay, so we'll try to see if we can get Rel. If we can't get Rel, like I said, we'll just try something. I don't know. I've been trying to find something that's like new, but like I said at the beginning of the stream, there's not a lot of data out there. People just aren't playing in Challenger in the preseason. A lot of in NA, it's because they're doing those in-houses, which I explained I think is good for the players, but it's bad for me, like trying to harvest like data. It's not just all caps, trying to find like some new interesting builds. The Maokai is an interesting one. I'm seeing that more and more, but his items did get nerfed, but he does have a really good win rate. Up to a certain point. I mean, maybe I just need to play him a bit more conservatively. I thought Rel was on the PBE already. If she's not, I guess I'll just play whatever. I mean, I just want to play a game. I don't have to worry about dodging on the PBE. I'm pretty sure she's on there, because I think I looked at her in the practice tool or whatever. I'm pretty sure I looked at her. Maybe I could try Maokai again. I feel like a tankier Maokai would be good. Is Kimtech any good? Doesn't look that good. Oh, yeah. No, we took 4 dodges in a row, so yeah, we're on the PBE here. Because we got a 30-minute lockout on both accounts. Like, I see a lot of people going for, like, the Imperial Mandate builds. I do like Maokai support. He was one of the people that helped me get to Diamond, like, in March of this year. But it was, like, tanky Maokai, though. I don't know. Maybe I could go more Mandate. He does bring a lot of CC to the table, and his damage is, like, respectable on the seeds. Is it just Seed Max? It is Seed Max, which I felt like wasn't as good, but maybe I'll try Maokai out. You gotta kind of have a champ that's really good on like 1 or 2 items, because you're just not, in a lot of games, you're just not gonna get to 3. Vel'Koz can be okay as support. He's very lane dominant. If you can get far enough ahead in the lane, and if you have enough tanks to help like give you a front line to peel and let you channel your ult, he definitely can be really good. But yeah, I think Lulu is probably, I agree, I think Lulu is a little undervalued. They did nerf her attack speed buff, I think, off her W quite a bit, but it still was pretty good. I think Kai'Sa's right. If you get something like Kai'Sa or Trist or something like that, not as good with someone like Jhin, but I think you're right. Lulu's definitely worth considering a bit more. I mean, I guess that is a pretty big increase in damage from 125. You're getting 125 extra damage, but it doesn't lower the cooldown and it increases the mana a lot. No, why? Why are people dodging? I mean, the thing is, when I'm on the PvE, people are just gonna dodge if they don't get Rel. Because, like, why would anyone else play on the PvE? Unless they're reworking some other champs that I don't remember. Well, I mean, hey, just keep cranking it with Vel'Koz then. I had an extremely high win rate when preseason released. I guess Jason's not getting on tonight or something. I don't know. Maybe he's got to work. He does work at a shipping place. So obviously they're going to be super busy this time of year. What is going on down the hill, man? Where is that? Damn it, I got jungle. Well, whatever.
Will you prove worthy?
Probably not.
Come on, come on. Quick, what do I get? Okay, Hex. Is it just Conquer? Tell me the damn runes! Triumph. Tenacity. Sudden Impact, Ravenous Hunter. You can't, it doesn't let you ban on the PvE anymore. I'm not doing Morg, man. I mean, I want to try something that, like, maybe I would want to do. I mean, who knows? Maybe next season I'll try to learn jungle again. I did have a pretty good win rate on Nunu overall. It was still like 55%. The other stuff, not as good. I was good on Shyvana for a little bit there. I had like a 60% win rate in the first like 50 games or something, but... So I could have played Nunu again, but... Well, The thing is about ADC, it's always such a difficult... Well, they aren't all 44%, but a lot of them are 50% or less. Well, I mean, the problem is, like... Well, there are several ADCs that are good. You just have to play those ADCs, right? Jhin, Miss Fortune, Samira. Those are the top three. You've got three choices for ADC. Step down from that, Trist is still really good right now. Trist with Halo Blades, Kraken, Stormrazor is very good. So that's 4 really strong ADCs right now that you can pick. And then Ashe is still like pretty decent. The rest of them aren't that great. But I mean, that's kind of how it is in every meta, right? If you look at like, I think some of the best balancing kind of ever in League of Legends was the end of Season 10. There were more things that were viable, but in almost every meta, there's like 5 ADCs tops, and everything else is bad. It just depends on if it's the on-hit ADCs, the poke ADCs. Honestly, Ezreal is pretty strong right now if you're really good on him. And I think Vayne is also pretty decent. So really, there's like greaser style. Well, I took a shower. It's not greasy. But yeah, it's kind of longer hair. Oh, hold up. Yeah, I mean, I do want to play Nunu a lot, but... And what do I max? Is it Q max?
30 seconds until minions spawn.
W max. Okay, Q early, W max, then Q max. Okay. And then we're rushing Gore Drinker. Shit, are they invading? Really?
Master Zed or the farm implement with delusions of grandeur?
Minions have spawned.
Okay, so we need to try to hit... God. What are these tryhard... Like, what? Why Draven Pantheon bottom? These kids are sweating hard, dude. I mean, I guess we are playing Jhin. Neat. It's basically full health. Season 6 ADC was great. I don't remember, honestly. Yes, she should.
Who should I obey? Master Zed or the farm with delusions of grandeur? I have chosen.
And I'm gonna love it when they nerf Pantheon support. The thing is just so high risk, high reward. I just really hate that style of champ, but... Holy shit, she TP'd back to lane? he has like no farm. I need his back and go back to bottom. Alright, so...
A match made in shadow.
Season 7 was the Ardent meta. That's when ADCs were really strong. I can't remember every season, but I remember Season 7 was the Ardent meta, which I don't know. I kind of like that as a support player, but at the same time, it just came down to who picked the strong meta, or who picked the strong ADC that scaled harder. That was basically it in that meta. Whereas now, you can have a pretty big impact as a support if you just roam a lot. Okay, maybe I can come down here. I don't know. Can we actually kill him?
Underestimate. No mercy. How foolish.
Okay, I took a... Shit, I got 3 points in Q. Guess I should be going more for W.
Here we go.
An enemy has been slain.
I think I'm supposed to be maxing W. Well, I guess I can start maxing W now.
Their screams will echo.
Okay. I think I need to be using more of my smites too.
What will be the final lesson?
Holy shit, what is that damage? Oh my god. Why does Jen do no damage? Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Alright, well. Played steel caps it is.
You're making me jealous.
Yeah, I should have smited faster.
An enemy has been slain.
Ionians, are they all as confident as you?
There is no one like me.
See? ADCs! If you play the right ADCs, they can be very strong. You just have to play the good ones. Jin is definitely on that short list if you're good on him.
Triumph is built on a foundation of death. This is the part I like best. The anticipation. No, it's the giving.
You gotta remember to use these smites. I should have already had my blue smite a while ago.
Their screams thrill.
I do need to go buy. Can I get Gore Drinker yet? No, I need one more camp. Okay.
Foolishness lead to your imprisonment.
think I want Darken though.
An ally has been slain.
Are they all as competent as you?
Really? Nah, dude, you can't get my second one, bro. Like, I'm ahead. I gotta try to stay ahead. I'm one of the only people that can maybe win this game, but Jesus Christ, bot lane's died 9 times in under 10 minutes. I mean, at least we got a game. At least it's not on the main account, right? The diff. Like, I'm not even a jungler main. How am I doing the best on the team? There's just some rough stuff going on. What am I supposed to get next? Where's the popular... Damn it, I don't even know. Cleaver? I think?
Good choice. Pairs nicely around.
Underestimate me at your peril.
Yeah, it's PvE. I literally dodged 4 times on my main 2 accounts.
Those who seek balance find only death.
I have mastered every weapon of war. No powerful tool will prove
Oh, I have to do that in the fountain? Okay.
I let you go, and you will die.
You will lose.
Yeah, I think I've dodged 5 times tonight, but it was 4 in a row before I even played a game. Or it was, I think I dodged once, and then I played a game, then I dodged 4 in a row, I'm pretty sure. I know, but I want to farm efficiently too. Like, I don't want to leave this farm up.
You'll do nothing without me.
Also, I would really like to be able to get some plates.
You are not worthy of a power you hold.
An enemy has been slain.
Here we go. I have mastered every weapon of war. No powerful tool will prove deception.
Was it desperation?
Okay, we're starting to come back a little bit.
Audacity.
Your team has destroyed the turret. Turret plating will soon fall.
Not question me or my motives.
Enemy killing spree. Your turret has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain.
probably gonna lose dragon over that, but
You have slain an enemy.
how many? It's just 2 dragons. Okay, we might be able to come back in this. I am absolutely slaughtering this guy on farm.
An ally has been slain.
Death's Dance?
Destroyed a turret.
Maybe. I probably need like Thorn Mail or something here, or at least Bramble Vest, or I could do really? He hit me with his fucking E to finish me off. Yeah, I need some kind of, a little bit more armor. I mean, this does get 40 armor. I don't know, maybe. He doesn't have that much lifesteal, actually, with Eclipse. I mean, maybe Death Dance is a good call. The armor would be nice. Yeah, I could see that. I haven't played her, no. I scouted her out. I mean, Akali's really their only magic damage dealer, so... But do I want that? Yeah. I don't think Dead Man's... If I played that a little bit better, I should have saved my Infest for the Draven, I think. If I played that better, I think I could have lived for sure. Really? Maybe if I Gore Drinker in midair, I could have killed him there. How much is Gore Drinker? It's probably a lot of damage. If I think I would have, whenever I popped out, I would have Gore Drinkered. I think maybe I would have killed him or eat. I don't know. I could have done something better. I thought he was going to run back under the tower, and so I was trying to be like really conservative with it, but probably too conservative. That was a good call by her.
Has been slain. Dominating.
Got 5 seconds on smite, 700 smite. Hit it. Maybe didn't need to smite it, but I thought it was going to time out. I gotta save some mana here. Fuck, did he get it? I don't know. You got a knock up for him? Could have gore drinkered in there, I suppose. It was kind of a waste of Rift there. I'm 4 levels ahead of Warwick. BT dubs. God. This jungle position seems OP.
An ally has been slain.
Oh, are we just... I don't know what the fuck we're doing. Everyone's just chasing Warwick. Okay, they've got inhibitors, so I guess I'm just gonna push this up. And then we can, maybe get, Baron after that. Shit. Alright, I guess we can maybe threaten this tower. I don't think we'll be able to get anything here. Just take all their camps. Pretty much all we can do here, I think. I mean, I guess Warwick's dead. I don't know. We don't have Jhin. Overstayed and died. Well. Chimpunk Chainsword, I guess? Wait, what else can we get? Grievous Wounds. I guess. I don't know. I mean, I know we need Grievous Wounds at this point, most likely. Does Draven have Lifesteal yet? Yeah, he's getting it. I mean, he does have Omnivamp, I guess. Fuck. They're gonna get... Well, maybe not. If we can get there fast enough. Well, this champ seems pretty decent. Yeah, Sterix may have been a good idea too. Omen doesn't really fit Kayn. You want stuff that's going to do damage and also give you some tankiness, I think. Sterix probably would have been a good idea. Oh, you get PvE points? Yeah, I guess so. The more you play on the PvE, you can buy the little skins and things. That's interesting. Yeah, I didn't even do the most damage, but I'm doing all right there. The Victor really kind of woke up, came to life. Dude, the bot lane was like, what? 1-9 or something in the early game? Thoughts on Pantheon's nerfs? Will we finally stay out of bot lane? I need to see it. Let me see here. I mean, let me see. Okay, so Pantheon, lowered movement speed, okay. Mana cost lowered from 40 to 30, okay. Empowered Q no longer slows. It's a pretty big hit. Damage increased. Okay. That's a huge damage increase on the W. No longer blocks tower shots. That's actually a big deal. At least at higher level play for him diving early. So he can move back further. Okay, no longer extends the duration upon empowerment. Okay, so you get... I don't know. So, what was the extended duration? 1 point... Was it... Did it go to 2.5 seconds? That's going to actually hurt him a lot if he if it like nerfs the amount that he's invulnerable, that's going to allow you to trade back onto him a ton. The spear that lands before Pantheon now slows for 50% and applies an unempowered spear's worth of damage in a small area around it. Okay, so you can like kind of AoE almost instantly hit somebody. Is it the thing that shows where he's going to show up? I think that's interesting. So that'll give a little bit more consistency to his ult. I mean, yeah, that just seems like buffs, right? Okay, so they lowered the cooldown on spear. Doesn't slow. Okay, you don't do empowered spear most of the time though, right? You do the empowered E. A lot of extra damage on the W, but typically that's what you max last, although maybe that's what you start maxing first, or second rather. That's a lot more. 120 more damage is a hell of a lot for second. I mean, even like 1 or 2 more points of this in the mid game is worth like 30 or 60 damage. No longer blocks tower shots. Okay, retreat movement penalty, so he can back up faster. Oh. Yeah, I mean, this all just seems like buffs to me. I don't get it. Like, what the hell? Where's the nerf? Yo, what up?
What up?
Oh, you know, man, just pulling Matrix out here, a little Matrix League, dodging everywhere.
Oh, really?
Dude, I took like 4 dodges in a row. I had a 30-minute walkout on both accounts.
Wow. It's just that bad.
Yeah, it was that bad. The one game I played that was a standard ranked game, I don't remember if it was my Diamond account or the Smurf account. The score was like 3-24. So it was like, oh my god.
You guys, when did you end up surrendering it?
I think it was like 25 minutes or something in.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was.
I thought it would be like a 15-minute surrender.
I was hoping it would be, but some of the teammates had other plans. I did play a Kane game. I played a Kane game on the PvE, yeah, and I went like, I don't know.
Popped off?
Yeah, 9, 3, and 15 or something. It's like, man,
hell yeah.
I kind of want to play some Kane, but
do it.
We'll
Red
see.
Kane OP.
I could. You know what? Yeah, F it. Whatever. We'll play some Kane.
That's what I like to hear. Should I take jungle as my secondary so I have a less of a chance of getting, or I probably just end up getting support?
If you get, yeah, it's fine. I think whatever is fine. Less engaged.
Beginning of like season 10, I had like a 60% chance or a 60% win rate with Kane. I used to jungle.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
And I just played his ear. Yeah.
That's how I am with Recon. I'm like, hey, I played all this other stuff and did all right on it, but then, yeah. Just went back to Recon. Or I could play Nunu also. We'll see. I did like the Kane game, but
yeah.
I mean, I don't know what the hell the real elo is on some of those people, but they had a bot lane Pantheon Draven, and our bot lane died 9 times in under 10 minutes.
Pantheon I feel like people just don't know how to play against it. Like in the beginning, like you feel like you can get close and you just die every time.
Yeah, pretty much.
I
But we
say
ended
that
up
now,
coming
and if
back.
I went bot lane, I'd probably die to it too.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely gotten shanked by it as well.
Yeah.
It's like if you just don't die in the first like
10-15 minutes, you should
then he's
be
just worthless. Yeah.
Because we've had games where he was like that, where we survived like late game.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we should consider Braum into him or something. I don't know. I haven't dusted off the Braum in a long time, but right now he's got like a 50% win rate, which is one of his best.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Because he's a peeler, but he's also tanky. Wait, I don't even know if I have Kane on this account. I think maybe I do. Damn it, I was gonna ban Jin, whatever. I mean, they're probably gonna get it.
It's banned anyway.
Okay, it doesn't matter. It's fine.
Doesn't even matter.
That's right. We could just Nunu also. Time to go lethality Nasa's jungle? Probably not.
Yeah, just go inting Scion. That'd be perfect.
Will you prove worthy?
Probably not.
I think I saw like the top junglers were like Nunu, Poppy, Kane. I think.
Pretty much,
and then,
yeah.
I think Amumu was a little bit further down, but he was up there too.
And what? The secondary. I'm trying to remember what the secondaries were on him. Let me see. Oh yeah. Sudden impact Ravenous Hunter. Okay.
We didn't ban Graves. It's alright. I think Kane counters Graves though.
They're both. I don't know. They're both pretty.
I can't remember if that is what
Well,
it is.
Graves gets a lot of armor, so that's not good for Kane. But
Oh, actually, that's really not good for Kane. Yeah, never mind.
but I do like
Wow.
percentage health. I don't know. It depends on who's fed and who gets the jump on whom, and if I land my W. And
So, am I going to be going against Phoenix, Udyr, or am I going against Graves mid?
I don't know. Could be Urgot also. Udyr might. I have no clue, honestly. It's such a weird setup.
Udyr.
It probably not Udyr middle.
Let's just get my hopes up. Yep, I'm going against my Kryptonite probably.
Graves middle. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, it's happened before.
Cracking the whip in the warehouse or what? Letting
Not
them know?
today. I had
Okay.
today off, which was nice.
Oh, okay, nice.
After yesterday, I don't work the weekends, so it was like the only Saturday we worked.
Oh, nice.
I think on like Christmas Eve, Christmas, like Thursday, Friday, I'll have those off, and then the weekend. So I think I'll have like a 4-day weekend.
Say.
So daughter's wearing me out, dude.
Yeah, it takes up a lot of time. It takes up a
Like-
lot of time.
At like 10 o'clock, I let my like wife lay down just to get some rest.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, I looked, it was like 2 in the morning. I'm like, oh my god. So she got like 3 or 4 hour nap.
Yeah. You just need to get her parents over there just permanently. Just recruit them.
Her mom has helped out like a couple times, and it's been nice, but
Yeah.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
All right.
yeah, her mom, to be fair, does help out a lot here and there.
Okay. It is either Udyr. It's probably split pushing Udyr top. Probably Urgot mid is what I would imagine. Either one should.
I
be.
would rather go against either one of those than the Graves, so we're good.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna try to avoid Graves. I guess I'm gonna do
What does Rost mean anyway?
If somehow, you know, I see you at a scuttle and he pops, I'll rotate to you.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and keep this warded too.
Okay. Trying to I guess I'll take the leash down here. Well, do I,
Yeah,
need
'cause,
to, no.
I mean, I think you get your Raptors first.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do Raptors first, and then because I want to avoid him. He's gonna do bottom to top probably, unless they invade me with
Yeah. Because like
bear
raptors, you
stance.
just clear them so quick.
Yeah. And a big thing is I just want to dodge him. I don't want to fight him.
Yeah. Oh, it is Urgot mid. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I let you go, and you will die.
Make sure he doesn't come over and cheese me level 2 here.
I'll get a ward in there after I push this wave. I'll try and ward it.
Okay.
Or by top scuttle.
What will be the final lesson?
Alright, I'm going to ward.
Dang it. Well, I got the,
Accessory.
missed one of those little things, but it's not worth going back. Nah, it's not gonna be Vayne. It would not be Vayne middle.
That'd be sweet if it was.
Yeah.
You are not worthy of a power.
Here we go. I have mastered every weapon in the world.
Bot lane's crying.
Oh, of course.
Not about you, just
No.
I guess support's taking CS on accident. You know how that is.
Oh, yeah.
One of those two are gonna end up going AFK probably, because they just keep going back and forth.
Sweet. I might be able to come in there and gank him in a second. Let me see how far up these guys go.
I mean, if you can make a play bot and you're closer there, I'd just look there.
Yeah.
I'll be okay if Graves come. I can get out.
Okay.
My wave's kind of pushed anyway.
If they're gonna... it's just backed.
Okay.
Oh, damn. If she hit that bind, that would be nice.
Here is top.
A match made in shadow.
You are not worthy of a power.
Thinking maybe I should have, well, maybe I should have gotten boots, but... Alright, he backed up. I'm about even on farm. I have a buy on him, I think. Yeah, he hasn't bought yet, so... I'm coming.
It's alright. It's alright.
Okay.
Took a tower hit too, so.
Sweet.
He's probably going to his Raptors.
He hasn't bought yet, so he's really weak right now.
I have
Okay.
mastered every weapon of war.
Yeah, honestly, might be still looking mid.
Exception.
Yeah, someone. Alright, never mind.
I'm just gonna grab his raptors, I think. I should have gotten boots, probably.
That is my
How?
honor.
I might be able to bait the Urgot. This way is pushing.
I'm just gonna keep farming, I think. I might be able to
Okay.
gank top. Or
Yeah,
bottom,
there's
rather.
push.
Okay, there's Graves.
Yeah, he's there.
they get this warded for real? They're really backed up. Really, yeah. They're all up in my jungle. So they have my whole jungle warded up. They're probably on dragon. Graves was bot side. We have no control over anything. I can't really
I got a
trade for
good buy
anything.
here, so
Yeah. Yeah, they're on dragon. We can't do anything though, I don't think.
I am the weapon.
Yeah, maybe I can gank top. I don't know. It's really hard to gank. You dear. I mean, she's level 6 though, maybe. Fuck. Everybody's just like warding up and invading my jungle. Well, they see me top, so if they're not doing dragon yet, they're definitely gonna do it here in a second.
okay. Might be able to kill this Urgot.
Okay.
He pushes.
Yeah.
I can't go alone to dragon without bot lane, which they're not doing anything.
Yeah.
We might try and make a play bid.
Maybe.
Double kill. Nice. Graves mid.
She doesn't have TP. Alright, I'm gonna have to
Oh, man, I about
take this.
Was born in the ocean of despair, and I alone am the remedy. The fight will continue.
Alright, so we'll go with that, and then I think we have to get boots here. They have a lot of AD.
maybe I can go bot.
I'm just gonna get plated steel caps. Sell that. Get a longsword. Okay.
You might see me, but I'm coming.
Enemy killing spree.
Okay, I'm coming too. I'm gonna be
I'm
really
gonna
late though.
kill this Lux probably. Where's Zyra? Oh,
Oh, got it.
An enemy is
dead.
unstoppable.
The focused blade cuts deepest.
Can't just swallow is a suppression, I believe. Not 100% on that, but I think it is. You can QSS out of it, but I don't think you can cleanse out of it.
That was a badass arrow by
Yeah.
Ash.
That was good. Bot is just such a black hole. I can't even gank it. I mean, I might be able to gank for Camille whenever she has her ult up, and I can gank for you maybe a little bit more.
The rage is in your hands. Let it loose.
Ho ho ho, get wrecked, boy.
There
Damn.
is no one like me.
I might have to run.
The turret hit him and it pulled me out of his ult because he was gonna kill me with his ult.
Damn.
That was
Nice.
But there's still so much to kill.
Phoenix Udyr is gonna be a problem. Since in terms of split pushing.
$1,200 is such an awkward buy. Why are you there, homie? No.
I learned from a young age to resist the shadows.
Should have been smiting a little bit more. So I'm not perfect on those smites. Damn it, and they have wards everywhere. Look at that.
Yep.
Alright, maybe I can come over here with Urgot.
I got it all up in like 18 seconds.
You will serve me.
If I have enough time.
Let's try and see if I can bait him.
I'm gonna run.
Let there be
Just pretty much winning both side lanes. I would love to try to do that dragon, but we don't have any priority on bot. Ash does have arrow. Maybe I can gank it.
Yeah, he was so
Okay,
close
there
to
we go.
dying. Graves is mid.
Okay.
He's right here.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we can do dragon then. I'm gonna come down. I've got ult. Yeah, they're gonna try to rift you.
They're gonna rift here.
Okay, Camille's coming.
Okay. Oh, please live. He's gonna try and get me with his ult. I don't know if I can. I'm so close to dying. Oh, you guys did it. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Live.
Run, baby, run!
Nice. That was a good fight. Alright, so I got my item. Alright, we in business.
Damn it, I got blue form off of that though. Oh, Zyra's hunting for me.
Tank Udyr, huh?
Yeah, tank Phoenix Udyr.
Urgot's back.
That second
Alright,
dragon.
I think we'll start contesting these drags, me and you,
Yeah.
the next time. For sure. I'm pretty strong.
Well, I can just wait. I mean, it does suck to wait, but
I have mastered every weapon of war. No prattling tool will prove an exception.
well, we got the Kane Master himself watching here. And give me some pointers if you see something I'm doing egregiously wrong.
I am no toy, Kane.
You present
Okay, can we kill this thing, maybe?
underestimate me at your peril.
I shouldn't have her ult. It's gonna be hard to lock him down without the ult. Holy shit. That's brutal. Ugh. This is rough. Jason's like the only one who's doing alright here.
Your turret has been destroyed.
People saying, oh, you can't carry a support. It's like, I feel like I could do way more as support right now than I could as jungler.
Oh, I missed. How? Well,
I don't think... No, I definitely need Cleaver. I think. I already have a lot of lifesteal for a second item. I need to go evolve, but I also need my farm.
damn.
I don't know how Camille's losing that hard. I mean, I guess he does push like super well. Phoenix Udyr top. I mean, just anything that's like tank top just completely dominates early. What the hell? He's just like trolling. I mean, we can't catch him unless Camille... I mean, Camille can maybe kill him if she has her ult, but... What, dude? Like, what am I supposed to do right there? No, not Deadman's. Oh, you're talking Kamoy for top Kench? Dude, don't play top Kench, man. If you value winning, which it seems like you do based on how often you voice frustration.
Nice.
But, I mean, I get...
Yeah, probably not.
If you just feel like you have to play top Kench, I don't know, man, the Sunfire item.
I'm coming.
You already have a slow if you hit your Q. I wouldn't do Frostfire. I just do like the big Aegis. Because then while they're in your stomach, they keep burning, I'm pretty sure. So that gives you a lot of time to charge up your Aegis. To get to the full stacks. So I would probably do full stack Sunfire. Then depending on matchup, either Spirit Visage or Thornmail, most likely. I don't know. Maybe there are other bruisery type of items that are good on him.
Enemy rampage.
Where is he? Okay, you got him. So they got that dragon. be able to get her, I don't think. Maybe Camille can get her, though. Okay. Alright.
We probably, yeah, we can't, I don't think we can Baron yet.
Nah.
Got my Nashers.
Okay, that was a good set of events there.
Yeah, we can do this. Me and you.
Nah,
Dream team.
that's right.
Try and bring it back.
So his Gore Drinker
Actually-
only works on champs? For each champion hit, yeah. Zyrobot Mandate, yeah, it's odd.
Dragons in 2. Probably gonna go to Baron, maybe. Osiris here.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she's dead. Udyr's right there too.
How is she so fucking fast? Does she have Nimbus? Oh, she probably has Nimbus. Really? People still take that shit? It's so bad. I guess it was good in that circumstance, but like... Okay, Camille might be able to... Because she can lock him up so he can't run. So if she gets enough
They
items...
are probably on Baron.
Damn.
Oh yeah, they see me.
How the hell she ran me down? Or,
I'll try and steal this, you think?
I went in for it.
Alright. So if I wasn't gonna try, I would have ulted them all out of the pit. But
Okay. Yeah.
if I had more people, I probably could have done it. More of us together.
Yeah.
Ooh, we gotta go D that up though.
Yeah. Dang. I really want to do Golem, so I don't have time.
We catch Syra
Win
out this
condition,
killer.
Jason. I mean, we have a lot of win conditions. Jason, Camille, outscale the Udyr. She can lock it
And
down.
Kane, for sure.
Yeah, Kane's pretty good later.
Yes.
Udyr's gonna be split in top.
Especially with your health that you get back from your ult, it's just insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, sustain.
Zyra's. Okay.
Oh god. Well, that's a Vayne ult.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's
that's
a
a
Zyra
Zyra ult.
Okay.
Okay. I think we can fight this now, if we can. I almost killed Zyra. Oh, well,
Thanks for that.
we had to go.
Yeah. We just don't have any go buttons. I mean, I guess Ashe.
Oh, I died to that.
I mean, I don't think we're favored to win or anything, but... Really? How the fuck did Graves not die to that? He has no defensive items. Did somebody heal him? Yeah, I mean, Zyra should have been Leandri's or Harvester. Yeah, Mandate's not optimal on her, but... It doesn't really matter. Like, our bot lane is just such dead weight. We had a chance, like, to come back in the mid game, but we just didn't quite have enough. I gotta see how,
Damn.
how he didn't die there. Let's see, he doesn't have... Is it... Oh, God, dude, that's so cringe, man. We'll go on. Guy's trying to quote what's Trick 2G. Use it as, like one of his famous... I don't know, lines.
Damn.
Oh, we got
Yeah,
demoted on that?
You just, yeah.
Or are you gonna say you just what?
I thought they, I didn't think I'd go all the way down to 20 or 75 LP. I thought they would like be like 80 something.
No, apparently it's still 75. They do stop you. Like so if you're at like 2 LP and then you go down to 0, it does stop you at 0.
Yeah, they do that. Yeah.
But then it does take you all the way down. I mean, that Mandate had only done like 700 damage. It's the big support. I think the big AP support items are just way better on her. I just want to see how this Graves didn't die here.
I think you missed your W. If you would have hit your W, I think you killed him. Are you talking right by the inhib?
Yeah. Let me see. Okay, I knocked him up there. I just want to look. Okay, he's at like... Yeah, if I did hit him with that last W, but I felt like he was going to die before even that W would have gone. But you're right, if I did hit that W, he would have died.
I thought it was either the W or the auto. You just had to do one and he would have died.
No, I guess I could have just autoed too. Jesus, he's so tanky off of like no items though. So when I came out, I could have Gore Drinkered also. I thought that I did Gore Drinker, but...
He was gaining life too, and he was like barely like surviving.
That's what I was wondering, because what the hell did he heal off? I guess he healed off of Triumph at the end. He's probably got Ravenous Hunter. Looked like something was healing him. Maybe it was Water Drake or something. I don't know. Yeah, if I hit the W, I mean, it wouldn't have mattered, but I was just wondering for the record how that was working.
My genius will be understood eventually.
It's Misfortune. Ezreal, Kaisa.
Damn, that Lux was plat too. but she's lost like a shit ton of games. Damn.
Yeah. Alright, we'll go with Magic Defense here. They're pretty aggressive bot lane. Let me see when this, I have to stay up finishing these grade reports. Alright, we'll wait a second. Wow, really? 12? Oh, it ends tomorrow. Okay. Midnight. One of mine doesn't... I guess there's too few people enrolled. Okay, so yeah, I do need to finish. I just need to stay up all night and finish those.
Oh, somebody dodged. I was using the restroom.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I guess 13 enrolled students is the minimum. For an evaluation. Okay. Yeah, I can just read them over and like put grades on them. And then just do the comments after that. Okay. Let's see. Winnable makes sense. Kane's pretty fun, but yeah, it's like you're sort of a role player as Kane. I don't know, like you can do big damage, but like you don't have really reliable CC. So it's hard to like start fights with him, which is why I traditionally like stuff like Nunu a little bit better. But he is fun and he is pretty good. It's just like, I don't know. The previous game, our bot lane got destroyed on the PvE and we were able to come back, but we just didn't really have a lot going on that game. We had an Ashe for engage, I guess, but I don't know. Obviously, I'm not like a perfect Kane player either, but yeah, he's just kind of like a damagey tank, you know, kind of. So like I'm saying that like he's not like hard engage, not like super tank, but at the same time also not like super high DPS like a Graves or something. So it's hard to like, it's hard to start a fight cold, you know what I mean? Like just sitting there staring down people or to like be impactful. I don't know. He does a lot of good things. He obviously has a really good win rate. Are all Kane mains LARPers? I don't know. Oh, role player? Okay. I get it. Dude, there's some guy that like, there's a couple of guys, but one guy in particular that like hard gets into practicing these martial arts. Like in this park, near where I park. I see him there every now and then. But it's like he is into it. Like he's just kind of staring off into space a lot of times by himself, just like out there. But he's wearing like, don't know, like jean shorts and a t-shirt. Looks like he just got off a construction site or something. I don't know. It's it's pretty funny looking. It looks a little silly, but hey, man, if that's what makes him happy, sure. He's in the zone though. He likes it a lot. His movements look a little awkward. But he gets out there and he does his martial arts in the grass, you know? And I guess he just likes hanging out in the park. I just don't understand. Like, what's... Because that's like a public... Maybe he just likes being out in public doing it, I guess. I'm trying to think of, like, what's the performative aspect of it, because why would you go to a park and do that? I mean, I guess maybe he lives in an apartment building or something and he just doesn't have space to do that, but it's like, why not do that in your living room or, like, in your yard or, like, at least a more private place? Like, why in the middle of this park where there's lots of people walking around and all this stuff? It was just you. You know, like, if you're part of a group, if you're like a LARPer and everyone's meeting at the park or something, you know, there's like 10 people meeting at the park to do a scenario or whatever. But maybe he just gets off on the performance of it. I don't know. Okay, against Lee, we just go Janna.
Is at your command.
I think Janna fits with a lot of the top ADCs a lot better than something like Lulu does, because her shield gives a hell of a lot of AD, which scales really well with lethality and abilities, versus Lulu buffs up attack speed a lot, which doesn't help out with your Jhin channeling his ult or Miss Fortune channeling her ult. You can just throw a shield on like a Janna or a Miss Fortune channeling her ult and get a lot of extra damage on it. A lot of people don't think of that who don't play Janna a lot. But you throw that on there, you're basically handing him an extra free BF sword or more. You're giving like 5 kills to him just off of that. This team's looking pretty good. Cho'Gath's like low-key pretty expensive, or pretty strong right now. Alright, we got Mana Flow, Airy Celerity, Scorch. I'm gonna take Taste of Blood. Do what?
I was wondering who I was going against. Echo.
Probably going to get hit by Lulu the most here. I mean, we might take some hits from Kha'Zix, but probably Lulu, so this will get a magic resist rune. Dude, Janna's actually pretty oppressive in the lane if they don't have a lot of threat. Like just that point click W plus Airy. I mean, you can even take Comet. A lot of people go Airy now, but Comet's still legit. And you just like, it's just they just can't really avoid it. And the thing is, like, you have that tornado as backup, so you can even walk up there if you have your tornado sometimes and you're, you know, proficient enough on it. You can walk up, and even if there's a Leona or something, you can still harass the ADC. Because you've got that tornado to disengage. So she's just like this freaking gadfly, so we used to say, just this gnat, just constantly just spamming stuff on you in the lane, and her W is so cheap.
Let's hope the Kale can survive the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. She should have probably taken Fleet. Maybe, I mean, PTA is good later, but that movement speed to get away from Darius might be good.
Oh my god, yeah, for sure.
Oh, I didn't notice it was Cho Jungle. I thought our team was looking good. I don't know about Cho Jungle. It's probably not terrible. He's a tank with CC, but like Cho top lane's pretty good. Well, maybe I'll take a look at Cho support again. I don't know. If you don't have to chomp stacks, well, I mean, yeah, everyone kind of sucks to get ping spikes with, but yeah, I mean, your positioning matters. Well, the ADC doesn't even need to back you up when you poke half the time as Janna, honestly. It depends. It's nice if they do, but you can still spam. I mean, she's better. She's one of the better supports, believe it or not, if your ADC is a turkey, because at least she scales and she can roam really well, so... Yeah, I don't go for cheap shot because sometimes it is too risky to go for those autos. And I think Taste of Blood is kind of the safer if you think you're going to get harassed back. But yeah, getting those, getting the autos in can sometimes be a problem.
Swiftly.
Really? Get out of that bush. Oh my god. Fucking hell. Heal! Why the fuck wouldn't she heal?
An enemy has been slain.
Alright.
Breathlessly.
I say that, but yeah, I mean, it is annoying if the misfortune literally sits there and watches you the whole time, but... Like, where was that earlier? Would have been nice if she used her heal. I would have lived if she healed.
Ally has been slain.
With ease. Upon the
An
wind.
enemy has been slain.
Is it still here? Okay.
In harmony. Breathlessly.
Barrier heal Ashe ADC? I think you need flash.
With ease.
Ooh.
Well, I guess we're just farming it out. I think you need flash on Ashe ADC.
Upon the wind.
There's way too many divers and assassins and things like that, in my opinion.
Swiftly.
I could see maybe barrier over heal just because there's so much like executioners types of effects right now, but they're probably on dragon. They might be rotating up to middle too, but
Ally has been slain.
Minions, please. Oh damn.
yeah. Yeah, we're just getting destroyed. Why is Joe trying to gank top? Can't go top. I mean, we could maybe contest bottom. I mean, it'd be a little trickier, but Misfortune hit her, for the fuck's sake, please. She just used all of her abilities on me. You're standing right there looking at her. Alright. I don't know, man. I mean, if you're finding success on it, that's great. I don't trust my ADCs. I don't trust them anyways, but definitely don't trust them to, like, position well without flash. Just once. I wish Misfortune just cast an E on her or something. I don't know. It's hard for me to go up and trade anything though. You got the knock up? You got the knock up, bro? Guess we got the heal. Well, some ADCs do. Because people in general are just passive. Like, until you go up to higher, like, the higher the elo bracket, the more active people are. I can't take the, like, Lulu trades better than I do if it's just both of us just walk up and use all of our spells and neither ADC participates. Because Lulu has 2 damage spells. Unless I catch her with, like, a tornado or something. Please. There we go. Look at that. Holy shit, she figured it out. Oh, we could have gone. Well, Echo's coming down.
Echo's coming down. Yep.
Yeah.
Lee sends mid. Careful, Lee's heading bot now.
Okay, now he's there.
He's mid.
Okay.
With ease.
Well, yeah, I mean, Ezreal players are notoriously, like, really passive. Guess we'll just go with that. Well, tell you what, I'm gonna go with that, and then
In harmony.
it's just a couple control wards. So maybe I can rotate to some of this stuff. Although we don't really have a lot of priority, but
Oh my god, he got it. Oh, no way. Bro, that was so good. I'm gonna try and kill him for you.
Alright, so he got what? He definitely flashed out of that.
As you wish.
He's trying to get cute. Is he on Rift or something? I don't know where he went. I could have maybe pushed him back into the second tower, but I think he was gonna get out anyways.
Breathlessly.
Yeah, let's go ahead and put that there. I really need to get wards.
Swiftly.
She does have her ult. I don't know why she didn't just channel ult there.
Upon the wind.
Okay, we got her.
Echo's missing. Oh, really?
Fuck. Please, Cho. Okay, combo, and he's dead. Chomp him. Chomp him, please. Chomp him. Oh my god. That was so disgusting. Fortune just had to walk back out there with no HP. Nice, congrats, Kamoy. We're probably gonna get Dove bottom.
For tranquility.
Okay, Darius is right there.
Will soon fall.
In harmony. Upon the wind. With ease.
So they got that second dragon.
As you wish.
Kaisa might be coming up middle. I don't know where she went. No, she's down here. Never mind.
Not sure where. Okay, Echo's good still.
Enemy rampage.
With
Damn.
ease. The tempest is upon you.
Your turret has been destroyed.
By your command.
Yeah, Cho. If you're gonna play Cho, you gotta hit those knockups though, like 100%. Please. Why didn't she just ult immediately before that stun was gonna hit her?
Your turret has been destroyed.
You have your ult.
I don't.
Oh, you just used it, yeah. Oof.
Cho should have just played Susan, or just like a Mumu or Nunu or like anything, you know, that's a tank that's actually good. I mean, I don't like. Cho'Gath can be good in the jungle, but you gotta hit your Qs. Like, Sammy, you moving to New Zealand, man?
In harmony.
They're gonna get this dragon probably. Can we actually kill him? I mean, the crew's gonna roll up, probably. Please? I mean, what? I'm so sick of Echo too, man. Like, that champ's just so stupid. Lee Sin is a bad champion in general, so respect to this guy for being able to do well on Lee Sin, but I mean, Echo's not like a no-skill champ. He does require some skill, but I feel like he does too much, man. I was always annoyed by that champ.
Upon the wind.
I know, we have Kale in his ear, but, like, they're snowballing us so hard early, and the Kale particularly got, like, hard stomped early. And Cho'Gath just doesn't have... That's why I always talk about consistency and sort of guaranteed power, and that's the difference between, like, a Cho'Gath and, like, an Amumu. Is Cho, you actually have to hit your Qs. Like, you've got a lot of stuff that, like, has to happen for you to be effective, you know? And he's just missing these Qs all day. Fucking dumb. He executes me on 3 autos. I think this thing's probably locked up, fortunately. We should have stomped this lane. Like, there's no way Kai'Sa should have been able to even, like, play the laning phase against Misfortune early, but... Well, hey, if you can do it, I mean, I don't know your situation as far as, like, family and friends and regulations and Saudi Arabia versus New Zealand and all that other stuff, but just come to East Tennessee, man. United States. I don't know what our policies are on the immigration and such, but for skilled labor immigration, Biden's probably going to make it easier than it currently is, but I'll hang out with you. New Zealand's probably a very cool country to be into, though. GG, Sammy.
As you wish.
Yeah, I just don't know, like, what the current immigration situation is, because we just, like, kind of shot ourselves in the foot, you know, with a lot of the skilled immigrants, right? The H1B stuff, but this wouldn't even be H1B. I don't know how difficult it is in America versus New Zealand as far as like getting a green card. Yeah, he might actually be. Yeah, you were born in America, right? See, if you're an American citizen, that would definitely be a lot easier. God, Darius is just so strong in general.
Wow, I didn't even realize he was on me. Jeez. It's been awarded.
I'm wondering why Darius doesn't just like stomp a lot of these tanks in general, or like some of these other tank stompers like Camille. I guess it just depends on. They're just too good too early, I think. Okay, you're an admin. I don't know the differences in ranks. I know sometimes admins are a good thing and sometimes they're not. Like I have a friend who's a trained to be a doctor, and he'd much rather be a practicing doctor. He says that a lot of practicing doctors make way more than he does as like a doctor administrator. So you know, I would think by default that like the admin stuff would be a better gig, but oh shit, I don't have my ult. No. Does Kale even notice? Stay tuned to see if Kale even notices there's a Lee Sin behind her. Okay, maybe. Okay, okay.
I'll let you up.
She's coming online.
Hey, she's scaling.
Yeah.
Oh, but
How come every time you come on the stream I'm always losing? I don't know, man. I mean, it's about 50-50 on both accounts, so. You probably have about a 50-50 chance, unless I'm on a huge win streak. I don't know, man. It's the same reason other people lose. Like, I'm not God. I lose games too.
I don't know if I can. Oh my god.
I guess let's go for staff here.
Guess we're just giving soul.
Yeah. Yeah, with Cho dead, there's not really an option. Sort of sucks, but I mean, the last week or so has been pretty rough. Early on in the season, we were winning a lot. We were like 70-80%. But I think people just woke up and figured out what the meta is. Finally, we had a really good head start on them, but well, some people did. I mean, we've got like pretty good meta champs outside of Cho'Gath.
Oh no. Well, thank you.
With ease.
You run him down? Shit, seriously? Oh my god. Don't know if I should play this game anymore. It's the same stuff, man. I mean, that's what I always tell people. It's like there are some champs that are a little overloaded. They will be nerfed, but by and large, like, it's the same old stuff. In my opinion. There's always a new narrative, right? It doesn't matter if you played League as long as I have. You see it all the time. There's always some reason why League's broken and is terrible now. And, you know, people are always coming up with new reasons and excuses. But it's about the same, to be honest. It's the same drill. There's a meta where certain champs are good, certain champs aren't. People make a lot of mistakes, and they just look for any reason they can, excuse as to why they're not climbing. I mean, it's a story as old as time. gunned down. But I think you can climb in almost any meta. I mean, right now it's not great for enchanters, but they are going to nerf it, or they are going to buff that pretty soon. Oh my god, he hit one. But yeah, I mean, there are some champs that are bad. I mean, even Lee Sin is like 43% right now. He's supposed to be really bad, but this Lee Sin's good on him and makes it work, you know? So, I don't know. It seems fine to me. Like, I'm not super thrilled with some of the enchanters I think have been screwed over. I think they're one of the most screwed over classes, but I mean, Janna still has a really high win rate. Sona's still like 52%. Lulu's like 51 or 52, so it's not like it's that bad. It just... He's got to kind of get used to it. But I think they will lower the mythic item price by like maybe 100 or 200 on the support mythics to start with. They said they are going to buff them next patch. They should be releasing the details this week on what those changes will be.
Swiftly.
So they should be releasing the changes this week on that.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I mean, people are always saying League is not dying.
Oh my
League
god,
is
really? I
not
don't have my
ever
E.
really gonna die.
Okay, nice. Well, I'm still dead, maybe. Maybe he disagrees with me. Knows. Yeah, well.
I mean, it just depends. I mean, at the end of the day, if it's not an interesting game or whatever, then people can play their things. But I think a lot of it stems from, you know, people think they want a competitive game, and then some people at the end of the day decide they don't. I mean, that's what it is. Like, competitive means it's hard. It's always going to be hard the higher up you go. It's just, I think there's just a lot of, like, poor expectations. Okay, so you flash forward for me. Okay, I guess she just gets to flash forward into the team. So it's like, yeah, when you have random teams, there's just gonna be stretches where, you know, some stuff's just not good. But yeah, I mean, it's just... Does Rocket Belt feel very strong? Well, it just got hard nerfed on this patch. I think there are certain champs where it's good and certain champs where it's not. Oh, Four Dragons is, yeah, making fun of all the stuff that's killing League. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, any game that's been around for a while, there's always going to be... If people were saying WoW was going to be dead, you know, ever since, like, probably just after Wrath. I mean, probably even into... There were probably some people with Burning Crusade saying it was going to be dead. The numbers are down a little bit, but... I mean, a lot of people don't... Like, there are some reasonable gripes with WoW. There's some reasonable gripes with some stuff in League, for sure, but... I think if you just want a, you know, competitive game that's a MOBA, League is what it is. Like, it's not supposed to be... Honestly, it's not supposed to be like a for fun... Like, you're signing up to have a great time. Like, you're guaranteed you're going to have a good experience every time you play League, you know? Like, it's just like a sport, man. If you're going to go play pickup games at the YMCA or whatever, it is what it is. It depends on how much you care about winning or how much you like the competition and competitiveness of it. Because there are going to be times that aren't fun. But I think that makes it feel really good when you actually do get that rank. When you actually do get that rank up and something does click and you do start playing better, I think that feels really rewarding. Bat to go back to gold. We're a little ways off from that. I mean, we're still diamond on the main, but yeah, it has not been a good stretch this week. Yeah, I mean, League is really one of the only ones that's like that, that's consistently heavy competitive, that has this many people that play it at least, but love the sport but hate the game. I don't know. I suppose. I mean, one thing that does set League apart from a lot of sports, though, is there's a lot of, I mean, there are a lot of decisions and nuances and things like that, but there are a lot of changes to League. There's just so many different variables and things to understand in League. I mean, there is in, like, sports, too, but, like, I don't know. Well, I mean, you could play normals. Like, it doesn't do a good, like, League doesn't do a good job of, hey, what's up? Good to see you again, Megan. But, yeah, I mean, League doesn't, it's just not marketed towards people that are, like, casual for fun. Like, you can do it, but if you're casual and for fun, you know, you can't be that, upset if you lose, you know? And I mean, I think playing something like Han or something like that, that is going to be more of a for fun, less competitive game. Or Heroes of the Storm or whatever. Did you say Han or Heroes? What'd you say? HOS? Oh, Heroes of the Storm. Yeah, I mean, that's decidedly like a for fun game. You know, like Blizzard cut all stuff as the competitive. Okay, thanks, Megan. I mean, they cut all of their competitive support, so I mean, that's just, it is what it is for people that want to play, like not have a ton of competitive people and have a more chill, friendly, kind of for fun vibe. Then yeah, that's something like Heroes of the Storm would be good for that. It was designed from the start to be something that was more akin to that than League was. League's never going to make it subscription for ranked. Okay. I mean, I don't think that would be smart for them. That's not how they monetize. They monetize from skins and things like that. It's just, the nature of the game is it's a competitive game. Like, that's it. I don't think the subscription model is that great, but does EA really charge a subscription to be competitive on their stuff? I mean, I don't play, like, what does EA make? Like Call of Duty? I don't even know. Like, they make the sports games, I think. The only thing that I know that charges a subscription, I mean, I think that, like, PlayStation Network and stuff like that charges a subscription to play on their network, but I'm not sure. Yeah, Wild Rift is probably a more competitive. Like, they are having more for fun game modes. Like, TFT, it's not the same as a MOBA, but, like, the card game, like, they're trying to do more of that. I mean, WoW still charges a subscription. And there's like Final Fantasy 14, like some of the MMOs charge subscriptions, but I think a subscription business model is not oh, EA is greedy people. That's probably true. But damn it, Morgana. I guess we just do Janna again. I kind of wanted to play Bard, but I can't do that into Morg. Okay. But yeah, they would not charge a subscription for ranked. It's just, like I said, it is what it is. It's a competitive MOBA. And that's, some people are going to like that, and some people are not going to like that. It should always feel hard to climb, no matter where you go, unless you're like Challenger smurfing or something, because it tries to put you at 50%. And that's what people don't realize. That's good. That's the system doing what it's supposed to do. If you have a 50% win rate, it has found the spot where you need to be. If you keep winning, it's going to keep giving you harder and harder opponents until eventually you will get to 50%. So people act like that's a bad thing. That's the actual goal of the system, because in theory, that's going to give you fair games. But yeah, I mean that's fine. It doesn't have to be for everybody. It's fine if it's not for people. Just they were trying to make it more casual friendly with some of their alternative game modes and things like that, but they're just spinning them off into different games now, which is probably smart. Because people just weren't playing that stuff, right? Like Twisted Tree Line and Dominion and stuff like that. It just didn't get a lot of people because people like play League because they want that competitive experience most of the time. And then they just play something else if they want chill.
Upon the wing.
And later.
To Summoner's Rift.
Yeah, League is just like the eternal competitive.
30 seconds to minion spawn.
I did not like. Well, the last time I played WoW was
Swiftly.
Warlords of Draenor, which I mean there were some things I didn't like about it, but it was mostly just I just couldn't find a consistent like competitive guild. He's gonna flash probably, right? He wasn't quite in Ignite range.
Minions have spawned.
I just couldn't find a guild. Like I found some okay casual guilds, but I just could not find the mixture of like fun and competitive, which is difficult. I did not like that. Now I think Warlords was actually literally the worst expansion ever for this, but I did not like that it was the same raid for so long. I think the last raid in Panda may have been longer. It just felt like there were no raids. Like there were literally like, weren't there like 3 raids in the whole expansion? 3 or maybe 4, and they were all orcs, so you're like in the same place the entire time and it was all the same theme. I think the last raids here may have been like some demon stuff, which is cool, but to be honest, like the mechanics and the fights are actually pretty fun. Like I like the train boss and Blackrock Foundry. Like they had some pretty cool mechanics and stuff, and it probably would have been an okay game. The gameplay itself was alright. I played like a healing druid, so I didn't have as many gripes with that game as a lot of other people had. I just could not find like a good community for it. It's like we would always get to like 17 or 18 people committed to raiding, but you had to have 20 and no one wanted to pug anybody ever. You'd always have some people that didn't want to be on the bench, so if they didn't get a starting spot, they wouldn't be there. And then if someone had to miss, they were sick, or they had a test they had to study for, or they had a hot date, or whatever was going on, like, you just couldn't raid that night. And I was like wheeling and dealing, trying to merge guilds and all sorts of stuff, and I just could not get a good, like, community. I guess I was just kind of spoiled back in Burning Crusade. We had a community that was pretty competitive. We were like the number 2 or number 3 Horde guild on the server. But it was also very fun, and we had backups. So if someone missed, it wasn't a huge deal. Like, okay, our DPS might go down, you know, 3% or something because we have to use one of our bench guys. But it was fine. We could still, like, make some progress and get some gear and stuff like that. And people were cool with it. Because I'd go run them through Karazhan afterwards, help them get geared up. You know, we'd do arenas, we'd go do some battlegrounds, and it's just fun. But if you're not a starter, you know, the last time I played League, no one wanted to, you know, people just drop and go to somewhere where they could start. So, I was just lucky I had a really good guild, I guess, before. Why leave your garrison? I mean, garrisons were a problem, but to be honest, I was always one of those people that would just get your mats and log to raid. Eventually. Outside of with that specific guild, sometimes I would run Karazhan just for fun with people late night, but that was only like, you know, 2 or 3 hours a week. and that was still rating. Like, I really like the rating. I didn't like arenas were okay. I was never like super. I would do it a little bit, you know, but we were never like really that great. I played a warlock, which was not like super awesome in arenas. I just max shield. I guess I just max shield here because we're not really making a lot of progress. Well, I'll go 2 points in W.
As you wish. Swiftly.
Is he there? Why'd they ping it? The fuck?
Impermanent.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it'd be fine. A lot of it was just I just didn't have time for it at a certain point either, because I can't play WoW for just like a couple of hours a day. I mean, I don't do that with League either, but it's a much harder to get viewership for that type of thing too. I mean, I didn't have the channel the last time I played WoW, but
With ease.
I need to buy. She's just gonna pop 6 here soon and just ult me. How far are we down? We're actually not that far down in
Syndra's
CS.
missing.
Okay, they're doing dragons. They know we're super low. I mean, that is a downside of overstaying, but Shyvana's topside anyways, because, you know, that's what you do when dragon's up. You hang out topside. Maybe you can scare him off?
I did.
Okay, good. I mean, he basically could do it for free. They've got perma priority bottom. I mean, to be fair, Shiv can't really do that much early. She did get a couple of kills, so she's already kind of, you know, doing all right, but... God, that Fairy Charm change is so obnoxious. Did they really need to hit, like, enchanters, like, 5 different ways? Were they really that much of a problem?
Upon the wind.
Well, I don't think Blizzard's ever going to end it. They might reboot it or something, do like WoW remastered or reboot it. I mean, they're kind of already doing that with vanilla and things like that. It's fine. I mean, the thing is, you got to keep in mind, I don't know, but I would venture, even though they have less players, each player is probably worth more money at this point in their mind. So, like, from a business standpoint, it's probably okay, because there's so many more microtransactions, right? You can buy gold, you can buy all this and that, which, you know, the content creators complain about constantly, but honestly, it's probably making a lot of money for them. So it's like, if it's making money, they're not going to get rid of it. So you might have some grumblings. Damn it. Really? She ults me out of everybody? Okay. Well, I guess it worked out. I mean, I don't have... Do what?
It was a good ult by Shin.
That was good. I wish I didn't get blown up, but... other than that, it was great.
As you wish. Swiftly.
I don't think they're going to get rid of it. I mean, they'll find a way. It has such a huge value, the intellectual property, like, it'd just be really dumb to get rid of it. It's probably their most profitable thing. Even though, once again, the numbers look down, you just have to remember that each person is probably worth more. Right? So, you know, if they're making 4 times the amount off of the average player than they did in the past, then if they have 3 million instead of 10 million, it's probably not that big of a deal, right? They're still making more money. Because there are probably quite a few whales, right? People that will spend a ton. Really? How much HP do you have? Like 1? Ugh. Well, Morgana's flanking us. He's flanking us. He's running. Don't get alpha though.
Oh no.
It's fine.
Okay.
I got ult here too. We were expendable. Yeah. No, I mean, that's just how they want to roll. I do think that there is a limit to how much you can abuse your player base, though, to some extent, and I think companies will figure that out. You can't constantly make out or keep making, like, super money-hungry, like, low-quality games, or eventually people will stop buying it, like... So there is that. If you piss off enough of your players, they'll stop. So there is a limit on that, but I don't think it's ever gonna, like, fully die, most likely. Why are they pinging this? She can't do anything, dude. You're like half health. Nice, there we go.
Syndra's coming down.
So I can agree with that. Because there are other companies, right? A lot of these indie companies are creeping up, like CD Projekt Red or whatever. And some of these other companies are, you know, doing very well, so you got to be careful if you're, like, you know, an executive or whatever.
Damn.
I mean, I don't mind them putting out, like, cosmetic ways to make money, like cosmetic mounts, and, you know, I don't even mind, like, the pay to level up faster. That's just a convenience, honestly. Like, there's so much content that's, like, worthless. That's the one thing that's difficult with something like WoW, is, like, all of your previous content, from a game design perspective, is, like, worthless when there's a new expansion. And so it's like, how do you revitalize that? And I mean, they're aware of that, which is why they did the Dragon, whatever that expansion was after Wrath of the Lich King, where they, like, changed all of the vanilla stuff to try to make it a different leveling experience. But that is one thing, is it's like, okay, you know, 80 or 90% of your content is worthless and no one wants to play it, right? Oh, that was nice. Can't do anything about that. We don't have a wave. Oh shit, really?
Syndra's heading that way.
Damn. Well, I should have shielded faster. I didn't think she'd flash the wall. Alright, she missed her jump. I didn't think she'd flash it. So that's always kind of an issue, is they have all of this, like, backlog of great previous content. So I think it's good that they're delving in, especially with the really old stuff, with classic WoW and things like that, to where people can appreciate that content. I wish they would remaster that type of stuff, like classic WoW remastered with better balance changes, and maybe add on a new raid, finish up some of that content they never finished. I think that would be nice, like the classic plus type of stuff. They're not going to do that, for a little bit, just because they just did Classic WoW, but maybe for Burning Crusade or Wrath of the Lich King, they could do like rebalanced, or maybe try to bring in some of their new classes into the old raid stuff. So just like explore like the old, kind of the old vibe of some of those things, and just revisit them, remaster them. Isn't the new expansion Shadowlands, isn't that revisiting some of the old war characters or something? I don't know for sure, but that would be good, is to just try to find some way to use all of that previous, you know, content. But I mean, if my daughter wants to play an MMO at some point, that would get me back in playing it maybe. That'd be great. Double up as MMO time and daddy-daughter time.
Hell yeah.
Upon the wind.
I need to be reading more books in front of her. She like never sees me read books. I'm a freaking English professor. I like never read any books.
Oh no, I'm dead here.
The thing about reading is kind of like with reading, you always win. You know, like you're learning stuff, you're getting some good plot and stuff like that.
Cinder just TP'd and killed me, then I killed her. Hey, it's 16-3. It's like your last game, except we're doing
other way.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't throw this one.
My God, we throw this one. I'd be so sad.
This Ezreal's actually doing really well. I do think that Ezreal, like, if you're good on him, is pretty good right now, to be honest. They just, like, really buff some of his stuff.
Yeah, he seems strong.
Yeah, that was... Well, at least he healed. That was smart of him to heal. I wouldn't trust us lining that up right either, and we didn't. Please, don't have this warded. Okay.
Has destroyed a turret.
Well, tell you what.
As you wish.
Go ahead and do that. Hey, what's up, Freedom? Oh, I need to upgrade boots. I didn't have enough, though, I don't think. Let's see. It's more difficult now, too, just because that style of game is really out. As far, well, first off, FF14 is a real competitor. WoW never had a real competitor before, and FF14 has a lot of people that play that. It looks really cool. I wouldn't mind playing it. If I was just, like, 20 again, just working in a restaurant, and I just wanted to play an MMO, I'd probably play FF14. I'd at least try it out. Oh, Jesus. I didn't see that. My shield was on cooldown. I'm kind of playing with fire here. I might be able to outplay her, but...
Oh, I got my turret right here.
She used her jump.
Shoot me. Oh, I can't. I know. I'm trying.
It's worth. I want a killing
Worth.
spree, so it's worth.
Worth.
The tempest is coming.
Has destroyed
Oh, come here. Oh. I was hoping I'd get him. But yeah, so there's a real competitor now, and just in general, like, the landscape of gaming has changed so much. Like, to be a subscription game is, like, almost impossible now. Because, like, there's so many free games you can play that are high quality. You've got League of Legends, you got Fortnite. I mean, like, that's the norm. That's the standard, is most games are free to play without a subscription, and it's just freemium, right? You just pay for cosmetic stuff most of the time. That ain't gonna save you, honey. Yeah, the free-to-play MMOs, for some reason that genre doesn't work. I think it's because it's just too expensive. I think Scott was talking about that earlier. Like, it's probably one of the most expensive types of games to play, or to run. Because you have the constant world that you have to keep generating stuff in. Like, I'm not an expert on that type of stuff, but from what I've heard, it's very, very expensive to run an MMO. So if they're going to make it free, they're going to have to charge a shitload for, like, pay-to-win type of stuff. It's got to be pay-to-win, pretty much. There's supposed to be Ashes of Eternity. It's supposed to be pretty sweet soon. Where the guy was talking about, like, you know, it was not going to be pay-to-win. I think it may have had a sub, though. Wait, is Cyberpunk already out, or did you guys get early release of that?
What is that exactly?
It is... What is Cyberpunk? I don't even know exactly. I think it's like... Is it like... Techno Witcher, basically? I'm not 100%. I feel like it's like a an exploration of like futuristic sciences and things like that. That's like a Grand Theft Auto type of thing. I don't know. It's supposed to be very highly highly anticipated.
To be it for me.
What the hell, dude? It's only 4 a.m.
No.
No, that's fine. That should probably be it for me too. I need to get these papers graded because I gotta finish the grades before they have to do their evaluations. So.
Yeah.
All right, man.
I'll catch you.
Yeah, see you, man.
Take care.
I'll have to look it up. That could be pretty fun to play. Comes out in early December. Okay. Yeah, I thought that was supposed to be like December 6th or 7th or something. But I'll probably check that out. Oh, okay. Hopefully I can run it on my computer. I'll have to see what the specs are. I mean, I have a 980 Ti, which is pretty old. That's like, what, 2 or 3 gens ago? And I can't really get a new card because they're sold out everywhere. Like, the new NVIDIA cards are sold out. I thought about upgrading my system because the new NVIDIA card is supposed to be like an extremely good bargain for the price. That's what I hear everywhere. It's like one of the best cards for the price that's come out in a really, really long time. Some skins are pay to win, maybe slightly, but yeah, pay to win is a business model that a lot of people really despise. So you have to find some other way to do it. I don't consider like WoW's pay to reach the sort of close to the level cap being pay to win. I think that's just pay to, I don't know, pay to save time. But like if you could buy like the best weapon in the game or something, like that's where the problem comes in. But yeah, so I might, but everything's sold out. Apparently there was a huge shortage of those cards, and I was looking at like monitors and cards and stuff like that. Everything's sold out for this, for all of this new stuff. But I don't know if my motherboard can handle it. I might just have to like build a new computer after Christmas or something. Or at least replace some of it. Because it is starting to get a little long in the tooth. Like, it's probably pretty close to dying. Like, my card is like 5 years old, 4 or 5 years old. What are you talking about, UN? But, anyways, we'll be back tomorrow, so thank you very much. I might try some Bard out tomorrow. Sorry there were a lot of dodges and, you know, didn't win a ton of games. I think we lost almost everything. We may have... How many games did we win? We won, like... I don't even think we played a diamond game. That might have been our only win. That was our only win. Yes, that's rough. I don't think we played a diamond game though. We won the PBE game. But I mean whatever. It's fine. I think whenever I don't remember what happened. Whenever I bought the game Warlords, they gave you like a free boost or something, and I think I boosted one of my accounts up to. I took the boost to level 90 or whatever. It was fine with the druid, because like, what's the point in going through all of that previous content? It's just grind. I mean, because you're not gonna experience a lot of it, you know, anyways. So I don't know. But anyways, all right. Well, that's gonna be it. We'll be back tomorrow. Thank you very much. I will, as soon as they release what's like some details of what's coming out on 10/25, then I will release some details on that. I know I have a recon guide that I'm gonna do, and then I am gonna have some more Warhammer stuff coming out, and I might check out that Cyberpunk. It's probably a game that I would really enjoy. No one's donated for it, but we'll see. And then I am gonna catch up on. I know I still need to do the Witcher 3 stuff and a few other games I need to catch up on as well, but. Anyways,